Welcome, everyone, to the Nevs after party. And so far with us in here, of course, the guest of honor, the lovely Miss Nevs is with us. And I guess I'm going to have to call you Mrs. Nevs pretty soon. Huh?
Very soon.
Yeah.
Yes.
And did you say end of March?
Huh?
End of March?
End of May.
May.
Yes.
Right.
May 30th.
Maybe by then, vaccines will have rolled out a little bit more, and you might actually be able to have a few people.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping.
Oh, pardon me. Jeez.
Hey,
Too much fear.
Mikey.
Next up, of course, we got my producer, Mr. Mikey Famine, is with us. And if you didn't know and you're not familiar, definitely check out The Bin podcast. I do have a link to it below, as I've been putting it in everything forward from here on out. Underneath the True North Talk link that I put in the description boxes below as well. And if you want to stalk Miss Nevs on TikTok, you can. The original interview carries the link to her TikTok there. So check that out as well.
Nevs, so.
Nevs, there you go. Right there. Of course, one of my neighbors, Mr. Simply Secular Dave, is with us as well, and one of my now co-host and friend, Mr. X from the Utah Outcasts, and now the what the hell are they called now? Oh yeah, the nonprofits.
Yeah, apparently I talk too fucking much.
Just joking. You were awesome on there. You were awesome on there. I was just kidding you.
I got invited on another show, so yay.
Yay. And of course, the guy that can't make up his mind whether he's Swedish or Irish, he doesn't know really. He's also with us, Mr. Swede Irish, or Irish Swede, as we call him. Is also with us.
Or as Mikey and I would do.
Sweet Irish.
We were jamming out.
We were playing that Hall & Oates tune that was done. What was the dude's name that was with him?
That would be one CeeLo Green.
Right. Singing the Hall & Oates tune.
So
hey, he was on an Aqua Teen episode.
Was he?
Yes.
Who was he?
I'll have to look it up for you. I just remember him being on.
Speaking of CeeLo Green, he has an online concert coming up, and I want to see what you guys thought about online concerts, because a couple weeks ago I spent $15 and I got to see one of my favorite bands from like right out of high school play a show in like a studio. So they played the whole album. It went for about an hour, and it was $15. Would you guys pay $15 to see one of your favorite bands play?
Yes.
Even if it was just digitally?
Yeah.
Cool.
I would.
Sweet.
So Jenna is
Eating on the floor?
No. She's not going to get home. She's not going to get home till late tonight. So, but she may peep in and join at least for a little bit by voice towards the end if we're still going. But she'll be in the chat for a while. So watch for Jenna. All right.
How about you, Neil? Would you pay $15 to see a band, even if it was just a video thing?
Yep.
Hell yeah.
There's actually a lot of on the Nowhere Comedy Club. They do comedy shows and they do interactives with. I think they have 24 people in the audience, like in the front row, and then they have people watching. So they actually do interactive comedy with people. And they only charge $10 for it, and they have a huge following, and they're doing most of it for charity. So I think it works.
I like it. I have no problem like performing music in my house. Like I would much rather do that. Like I like playing out, but I really like not being in front of people anymore.
I like this dude's hair. It's very reminiscent of me.
Yeah,
He lives just right down the road from me.
Grumpy old cuss?
Yep.
Get out of here.
He lives in Lincoln.
It's a small world. All right, I'll just start.
And as I said before, Johnny Carson was born just right up the road from me.
Yeah, nobody cares, dude.
Who's Johnny Carson?
That's the right answer. God damn it, that was great. Everybody now just did that Matt Damon thing where he turns into the old fucking guy at the end of Saving Private Ryan.
Well, I'm I really don't know. I was trying to make a joke. I guess I'm going to Google it, actually. Johnny Carson.
You
Johnny
know
Carson,
Carson.
You know, the king of late night.
The Tonight Show, the original Tonight Show was hosted by Johnny Carson.
No, wasn't it Jack
50
Harlow
years.
first, wasn't he?
No idea who that guy is. He
Neil.
looks kinda
Who was
familiar.
it? Oh yeah, you're right. But he was only in it for like he quit after like a couple of years or some shit.
Yeah, Johnny was in it for a really long time.
Like 50 years.
And he was a hell of a skeptic, and he had James Randi on a lot to
Yeah.
give people shit, and I loved it.
And that dude
Okay.
that brought in the animals that scared the shit out of him all the time.
Johnny Carson was the Alex Trebek of late night television.
Yeah. pretty
Word.
Yeah. And his family and his foundation and family have the entire theater department at the University of Nebraska. And they regularly make appearance at like football games and stuff to go like, hey, we donated money.
And he was a noted atheist, so yay.
Yes, he
Fair
was.
enough.
Oh,
I think Karnak the Magnet. Was it?
Yeah.
The amazing Karnak the Magnet.
Where he would wear the big hat and then try to
Yeah.
guess what was in the envelope.
My favorite one. My favorite. Well, let's pretend this is an envelope. Spam. Then he opens up the envelope. The sound a pig makes when it hits the bottom of an elevator shaft.
oh, yeah.
Shit,
There
I want
was
some
one
spam.
that he did that made him
Yeah, no, I
laugh
want
for
spam
like
too.
7 minutes straight on air, and it
Sometimes
Ed was always cracking up.
Yes.
You are correct, Johnny. Yes, Johnny. Oh, you know who did him fucking awesome was
Phil Hartman.
yes, thank you, Phil Hartman.
Everyone keeps on calling me sus. I'm not sus.
Sus? I don't even know what
Who's
that is.
calling you sus?
are we gonna have to put you in the airlock?
Oh, is that like suspect?
Yeah, like sus. Like
suspicious.
sus. I don't know how to explain it. Just sus.
Was it from that new fucking game that everyone seems to
Among
love?
Us.
Yeah, that game's not new anymore. That's fucking like that's old history now. Just like
People have actually like gone like to the point of, oh, you play that still? You're
Yep.
not cool anymore.
such a flash in the pan.
Yeah, I'm not sus. Rude. Pasta Mike.
I think this grumpy old cuss guy says he gets kind of wild and crazy. I think we should have him in here. What do you guys think?
Get
Do
in.
it.
Get
Do
in.
it.
All right,
We need some wild and crazy shit in here.
grumpy old cuss. Go to your Twitter machine at We the Deviants. Send me a DM saying it's you, and then I will send you the link, sir.
Oh, we got some Tardians trying to get in here too.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Someone
Oh,
can you put the link in the private chat for me?
I can do that for you, but only for you. Nobody else ask.
It is my birthday soon. I'm going to keep on reminding everybody because I'm annoying like that.
is it your birthday week?
Yeah, my birthday's on Friday.
Oh,
I'm gonna find the most annoying meme I possibly can and email it.
Hold on. I'm doing this old school.
So, do the folks
Oh,
at work
you-
know you're hanging out in my chat, Mr. Grumpy Old Cuss?
I mean, I'm not snitching. I'm not a supervisor.
No, it's okay.
Neil, did you see the picture I sent you overlooking Anna's Island from work the other day?
Yes.
What the people at work don't know doesn't hurt them in my case.
Exactly. But wait, don't you work at home?
Oh yeah.
Exactly.
The only one that's going to know, dude, is you.
I don't know.
You might-
I was lifting weights right in the middle of my shift a couple minutes ago. It was great.
Thanks, Ian. That's awesome. Uh-oh. Wait, just a sec. We got a troll.
Oh,
Hey!
it's just Jeff.
Yeah, everybody relax. It's just Jeff.
What's going on, Jeff?
I'm, living the dream.
Is that... Well, why are you in here? This is hard.
This is my dream. This is my dream.
Oh, that's sad.
I do have very.
Hey.
Shut up. I do have very vivid dreams. I guess maybe everybody has vivid dreams, but for some reason, I have really good memory of my dreams throughout the day after having these very vivid dreams, which is abnormal.
What are the dreams?
Do you dream lucid? Like, do you know you're dreaming when you're dreaming?
Sometimes, yeah.
I do know.
Yeah, I do
After
all the time.
practice,
All of them know.
yeah.
It's great.
in this most recent one, I was directing an M. Night Shyamalan movie.
With the twist.
And in the movie, there was a guy kind of down on his luck. It's almost like you've seen the movie Click with Adam Sandler.
Yes.
Similar, but it's a little different. So he's down on his luck. He's got, like friends that are helping him out. And they're like, hey, you should go see this psychic. Like, they're going to help you out if you go see this psychic. And so he goes to see the psychic, and she's like, does like a thing, a magic spell or whatever. And now he can reverse time by a day. He's got 12 hours that he can go back. So like he goes to the casinos in Vegas, and he can go to the roulette tables, and he already knows like what the number's going to be because he goes there and he goes back in time. Or, he can, he can speed wherever he goes because you're not concerned about anything. So there's all these things of him, gaining money. Shut up. So it's all these things of him gaining money, doing funny stuff or silly stuff. And then, he gets a little reckless. So now he's been drinking a little. He's at the wheel. He's driving, and he cuts through an intersection without thinking about it because he can just reverse time and spam, gets smashed by another car. And now he goes into a coma.
Uh-oh.
Now, when he wakes up from the coma, it's already been weeks. So now he can't go back in time and reverse it because he can only go back a day. And the car of the person he hit, this person was killed. So now he was drunk driving. He killed somebody. It's terrible. He's got to get a lawyer. There's a whole court proceeding. He was drunk while he was driving. So now he's being, tried for manslaughter. So, of course, just like in the movie Click, like you get the chance to go back. They say, hey, give up everything you had and we'll go back in time and, go about your life back as being shitty. And so, of course, they agree. And then you see things rewind. So like, see the money from the casino going back, that kind of stuff. And then the car accident, the guy in the car that he killed now backs up. He's alive. And he stops at the intersection and the truck goes by. This is the M. Night Shyamalan moment. That guy was a terrorist, and he was going to attack a group of people and coordinate, and he was the lead terrorist, a group of people, and they were about to commit a huge atrocity. And by him killing the guy, he had stopped that atrocity, but now that atrocity takes place.
Hold on.
Very complicated dream. My dream.
Yeah.
This sounds like a cool dream. Oh, sorry, Mikey, go ahead. I cut you off.
That's a story I've heard before.
I'm mad at Jeff for fucking spoilers on his dream.
Well, now I'm working on the Netflix deal. All right.
Like, you just ruined your dream for me. Like, fucking asshole. Like, why would you do that?
M. Night Shyamalan. If you're there, if you're watching.
Trust me, dude, it sounds a lot better than anything M. Night Shyamalan could do.
Well, I can remember my dreams sometimes, but most of the times the ones I remember are really scary or creepy.
What?
Yeah, I have a fucked up brain. So like since we're on the subject of dreams, I'll share. I have the sharing stick, I guess.
I hear shock therapy works.
Yeah, well, most recently, it was like last week, I believe, or the other day. What is time? Time's not real. Fair enough. So I was like walking to my car, and as I was walking to my car, I passed like a group of 3 guys who were like really tall and kind of scary looking. And as soon as I like walked past them, they all 3 turned around and started following me. And then I started like running away from them, obviously, but I dropped my keys and I started being like, hey, throw me my keys back. And they threw me my keys back. And then I go to my car, and then I get in my car, and one of the guys is in my back seat. And then I go into a hospital because this dream makes no sense because it's a dream. Well, at least one of my dreams. I go into a hospital and I'm like, there's these guys following me, but they're not talking to me at all. It's really creepy.
They're saying,
yeah. Anyway, so these people start walking through like the automatic doors of the hospital, and I'm like, there they are, there they are. And then the people at the hospital are like, those are just normal people. Like, that's an elderly couple. And that was my dream.
What the fuck are you making, Jeff?
I'm working on a Saturn V rocket.
Sweet. Lego?
Yeah.
Oh, I still haven't even put together my fucking Razor Crest yet.
Did you?
That's right. Yeah.
Jeff, did you see what Tons of Mice said?
No.
Jeff was dead the whole movie.
Oh, of course, yeah. This is what I'm working on.
How much does that cost?
I don't know. I didn't buy it.
Chocolate covered pasta boobs. What?
That's all it costs? Chocolate covered pasta boobs? Right on.
That's what Aunt Jer said.
Oh,
That sounds like a cool dream. Better than mine.
Is it? You know, it's the worst dreams is when you're dreaming that you're at work. And then you wake up and you're like, son of a bitch, I have to go there now.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, this is the worst.
Literally.
I had a dream last week that my LASIK surgery reversed.
oh, jeez.
And I was so happy when I woke up and realized that my LASIK surgery had not reversed because that's not a thing. I mean,
Oh,
I guess.
It reversed in that you got laser vision and you could shoot lasers out of your eyes now. Now that's cool.
It would be.
I like
That's
this
not what
dream.
happened.
Oh.
I had one of those dreams where you it's so vividly real that you wake up and you're like,
Sweating?
you're expecting something, right? Like I had this dream that I found this little cave. I was hiking somewhere, and around here in BC, there's a lot of places to hike. But I moved a rock aside, and there's this little cave and a suitcase in the cave. And I opened up the suitcase. It was
Sounds
fucking
good.
full of money.
Perfect.
I'm picking up all this cash. I'm like, pick up all this cash. I'm like, yeah. And I woke up like right at that moment.
You're like,
And my arms were in the air, and I'm like, oh, there's no fucking cash. Oh, fuck, it was a dream.
Damn.
No, man. No, they just fucking teleported you off the money.
yeah, they were like,
You
oh,
could go
shit.
into the forest right now
Yeah.
and re-find that cave because
Listen.
you actually walked over there.
Now,
It's a premonition.
I can help you find this treasure for 50 cents. I have a seer stone and a hat. And if I'm on your property, I can
All right,
actually look in the hat and it'll tell me where the treasure is on your property. But we have to move quick because there are demons at play. And if they take the treasure and move it, we'll have to keep looking.
All right, Joseph Smith.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm good friends with
Why?
Nicolas Cage. He's excellent at finding treasures.
That's true.
Excellent.
I have a meme for this.
That's one of my favorite memes is Nicolas Cage in the Capitol building during the riots.
Yeah.
I'm going to send you guys memes right now. I don't know.
Welcome in, Quiet Gorilla, by the way.
Hello. QG the OG.
I don't know how to guys memes.
And Mikey, I agree with you about the whole dreaming that you've gone to work. But do you dream that you not only have gone to work, but you dream the entire day of work, and then you come home, eat supper, go to bed, wake up, and realize you've just got to repeat that entire day?
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. It's the worst thing.
Yeah.
that's
We had
dreams.
a tornado last night that interrupted at 2:30 in the morning. And my city doesn't just play the rah, rah. They have a voice that comes on and it's like, take shelter immediately. So like some fucking Hunger Games shit. And so from 2:30, and I was like right in REM sleep at that point. So
May the odds
As long as they
forever
don't-
be in your favor.
As long as they don't fire off cannons and put faces in clouds and shit like they do on the,
yeah, no, I didn't see that part.
the 3-finger salute to the camera.
But also it was like, I looked at my phone to look at like the radar and I'm like, oh yeah, there are tornadoes. Could you turn off the siren? I got to go back to sleep now. Like, it's still not a concern for me.
Will my death wake me up?
Right.
If not, then please shut that
Just-
shit off.
Fucking kill me so I don't have to pay bills anymore. That would be great.
I've long since heard that you can't die in your dream, but I don't know if anybody's actually dreamt of their own death.
You can't dream of something you haven't experienced.
That's not true.
I've never flown.
Yeah, it's
I've definitely flown.
And as far as I know, I have never gone to school naked.
I've had dreams where I
careful.
die, but not like I get really, really hurt. And then as soon as that dream is over, I dream of something else, or I just stop. Like I don't dream of
Genie.
an afterlife or anything like that. I've had dreams where I'm like extremely hurt and maybe could be interpreted as death. So I don't know if that counts. But
Hurt emotionally or physically in your dreams?
huh?
Hurt emotionally or physically in your dream?
Physically.
Wow. That's
Neil,
good.
have you ever had somebody that interprets dreams on your show?
No, I have not.
You're missing out.
Really not really what the channel's about. Correct.
Let me get my dream interpreter hat. I'll be right back.
I have a book about
Yeah, get the books. Yeah, I was gonna say get the books and some crystals and let's go.
I mean,
Some crystals and a little.
if you're interviewing deconverts,
very into this.
oh,
So
Wow.
well, there you go.
really big books.
You need a deconvert that used to be a dream interpreter.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
Has everybody?
I had an ex-guru on here from like the world
Let's
of woo.
look up M. Night Shyamalan. Let's see what that means.
Oh, geez.
Dream of M. Night
And
Shyamalan.
So,
All I know is
Don't
someone's
waste
gonna
your
steal
money
that
on a
movie
movie.
idea.
Has anyone had? Everybody's probably had the falling dream, right?
Yeah, all the time.
Yes.
Does everybody wake up before they hit the ground?
Yeah.
I don't wake up. I think I just.
I have the Matrix thing where you bend the ground and it bounces.
And then you just.
Grumpy old cuts. Those things grow pretty much wild around here.
I've gotten stuck in the ground.
Wild.
I've hit the ground several times, and I've gotten stuck in the ground several times.
It's past mushroom season here, though.
hey, Mikey, I dream lucid, so I know I'm dreaming, and I put tests into my dreams. So I'm like, if I look over here, will I see a blue Mustang? Or if I look over there, will I see an old friend from elementary school? And
You
if I
can't-
see those things, I know I'm dreaming, and then I can control my dreams.
Yep, me too. That's right.
And you can't read text in dreams.
Nope.
So the part of your brain that you use to decipher characters like that is dormant when you're dreaming. So if you can't read text, then you're dreaming.
If there's no road signs, that's a good indicator.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I don't have one for time travel. I was going to do that.
So
but-
could Leonardo DiCaprio read anything during the whole movie?
That's a good.
I
Yeah.
Now we got to go back and watch the movie.
Does anyone have like reoccurring dreams that like you have over and over?
Flight.
again?
I've had a dream about my father that was the same.
I do.
It was when I started when I was very young, before I was able to control my dreams, and that's kind of why I got into this. But I must have had that dream 50 times.
I'm so sick of dreaming about work. Is there a fucking website I can go to? I am done dreaming about my fucking 9 to 5.
I've
Just
never
to
had
wake
it.
up
It's just
and
what's on
go
your
to
mind,
the
man.
fucking 9. I
You're
don't
talking
even-
about it right now. Don't talk about it. You need to be able to separate your work life and your home life. And what you're not doing here is disconnecting those two. You're building bridges in your brain between those two areas.
Or my company is controlled by some necromancer who's controlling my dreams.
This is also a possibility of equal probability.
Neil Gaiman's Sandman.
I don't think our work life and our home life are in different parts of the brain.
Well, I used to have dreams.
See, it's begun.
Fair enough. I used to have dreams about work a lot when when the job I was at was really stressful.
Right. That because we know that stress does interesting things to the way that you convert thoughts into engrams or memories. So that would make sense. Because we also know that during traumatic events, you get like a super engrammatic process where certain sensory experiences are super encoded. And that's why people who testify after traumatic events can I don't remember what they were wearing, but I remember the smell very distinctly, or I don't remember what they said, but all I remember is bright yellow, because certain sensories become super encoded within a traumatic brain.
I don't remember what happened, but he rose from the dead.
I was about to say, Neil, in your dream with the cave, did you see any empty tombs maybe after you moved the stone?
No.
Leprechauns? Were there leprechauns?
But there was these women outside crying. I don't know what it is.
Neil, harken back to the time in Israel.
And George's
commented that's terrible.
Yeah. I was just going to say, Enter's comment about dreaming that there's needles in your mouth and throat, and you keep removing them, they keep coming back.
Ooh.
I am
lots of dreams where my teeth fall out.
That's what I was just going to say. I was at a potluck dinner like 30 years ago, and we were talking about dreams. And no, it doesn't, because half the people in the room were dreaming of teeth falling out or teeth getting loose.
I've had the teeth thing. I've had the teeth thing a few times where my teeth are falling out. I don't know what that's about.
It was never like a falling out thing. It's like I would get hit in the face with something, and I'd be like, "Oh shit! I just knocked my front teeth out."
Mine are like literally falling out. Like I can just put, like I'm like, ow, that, or like split, like a piece of it comes out.
Oh,
Yeah, I've had that too.
Like a cracked tooth dream.
This
You
is,
can
this
just
is
reach in
very,
there and go, oh, I didn't need that.
I did, however, I did do that to a tooth. I was hiking one time at about 15,000 feet in Colorado, and I had my snowboard with me, and it was a very steep incline. So I was using my board to pull myself up like this and moving it, and I slipped, and my board fell flat like this, and I fell face first into the edge of the board, and just cut this tooth off, split my lip. Blood's everywhere, and I'm at 15,000 feet, and I'm like, and my friends are on the radio, like they're waiting for me to drop down this little run, and I'm like, my tooth. Like I can't get it out because I'm too, gassed from.
Yeah.
is that a dream or real life?
No, it was real, and I had to have this. I had that.
Reality now.
They had to fit a piece of the tooth back in. I spent the rest of my vacation in Colorado with a sharp ass tooth that would cut me every time I ate.
Yeah, I had like a chip tooth tap on from spinning on a bar at a playground and hitting my teeth on a bar.
Mm-hmm.
Ouch.
Dentists must love playgrounds.
Oh yeah.
but notice also
go cha-ching.
emergency dental services are rare. Like if you're going to do anything to your teeth, do them during the work week.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I had a call one time in one of the campus residences where somebody got hit in the mouth with a yo-yo.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no, not the Omega yo-yo.
And it broke out the corners of all four central teeth like in a perfect diamond pattern. And it was like a Friday night on a long weekend. And they had to wait till Tuesday before there was a dentist office open to repair the damage to their teeth.
Also, if you're going to commit a crime, also don't do it on a holiday weekend.
Oh, you're sitting in that bitch till at least Monday, Tuesday before you see a judge. Yeah, do your shit on Thursday.
For those that don't know, I manage a retail store that retails appliances. Okay. Last year during Thanksgiving weekend, so it was Black Friday, so it was Friday. A young man decided at about 9:00 at night, drunkenly, to urinate in one of my refrigerators.
I think you steal a stove. I'm like,
that was me. I'm sorry, I was drunk.
No, so we called. So obviously we have police in the building. So the police are like, "The fuck you doing?" And he's like, "Oh," like thinks it's funny. No, it's and the fridge happened to be an expensive fridge, so it becomes it's grand larceny and a malicious destruction of property because of the way he did it, and drunk in public, all this other stuff. So his ass goes to jail. And there's not anybody to hear his case till Tuesday of the following week because they take a long weekend. So he had to sit in the county jail until Tuesday to be heard on this, and then he had to pay for the fridge.
Damn.
Whoa.
Has anyone ever been to jail before?
Like on which side of the bars? Oh,
just me. Okay, fair.
Don't try it, Oz. Don't try it, Oz. So he gonna roast you. Just let it be. Let him zing you.
Oz is the one that should have gone to jail and never did.
I went.
Oh, okay. Well, then never mind.
You went to jail?
I went to juvie jail. It was actually more like a camp. It was a place called Porto.
What? It's Canadian jail.
Yeah, they're very polite. No, they're not.
They give you maple syrup.
We're only allowed to have 3 smokes a day, and they make you fucking hike down to the beach every morning, cut up all these.
In juvie?
Yeah, and they make you walk down to this beach.
They take you to the beach,
cut up all these giant fucking logs, and then haul all the wood back up.
Sounds like the movie Holes, but nicer.
Well, yeah. Well, of course, Canadian, right? So,
what is that? How is that? I don't understand what that's supposed to do.
Hey, you've been fucking up, you little bastard.
Go cut wood.
I got some chores for you. You're gonna do my damn chores around the house, and then
that's what it is.
You're gonna take your ass home.
We're gonna help you quit smoking, and we're gonna take you to the beach, and then you're gonna do chores.
Yeah, you're gonna cut lumber.
Hey, hold on, wait, Neil, did they feed you?
Well, yeah, of course. It's the
so they gave you a picnic on the beach on a fucking sunny day. It's 75 degrees.
Dude, it was not sunny. This is fucking like December, and we had to go into the water, and they made you stay in the water for like fucking 11 minutes.
How is that
which
legal?
is just shy, because they were juvenile detention fucking place.
That doesn't make it legal.
Yeah,
They did it anyway.
kids, who cares? No one believes them.
The weak
So
version
you had
of
to join the
Canadian
polar bear
Spirit's
club.
great.
Right.
We had to join
Mandatory.
the
Mandatory polar bear enlistment.
So the Canadian criminal. Sorry, go ahead, Kay.
I was just gonna say like the polar plunge.
Mhm.
On New Year's, like we used to do that as a family. We would go down on New Year's Day to the beach and go in the ocean in the cold water.
But
Hell
Kay,
no.
you didn't tell us why you went to jail.
It's the dumbest story. It's so dumb.
Tell.
Oh wait, whoa, what's this?
So this is really stupid. I'm not a criminal, okay? So
Just went
basically,
to jail.
Were you
Yeah.
convicted of a crime?
I was not convicted.
Oh,
Yeah, you were.
Was I? I guess I was. Okay.
Was it lying? Did you lie on the stand?
This
Why
is
is it Barney fight?
So here's what happened. So I lived in Florida once upon a time. That's what I did. I bought a car. Actually, my dad did because I was still young and it was a very cheap car. Okay, I'm not some spoiled princess, but
What kind of car was it?
it was a Volkswagen Rabbit.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so Volkswagen away, and I stand by that. So
Stitcher automatic.
I moved to Maryland. Like, 3 weeks later.
He asked if it was a manual car or not.
Oh, it was automatic, but my first car was a manual, and that was a Volkswagen Jetta. So I've had 2 Volkswagens, and I still stand by my opinion that Volkswagens suck.
Cloth or leather interior?
Stop! It was cloth. Okay.
Sunroof?
Wait, was it diesel?
No.
Turbo diesel?
Only 4% of Volkswagens are diesel in North America.
Anyway, so my dad said that he
Did
was
it have a steering wheel?
my
What color was it?
So you took your automatic Volkswagen Rabbit to Maryland.
What color was it?
The automatic. What color?
Part is, my dad said he would put me on his insurance plan under his car insurance, so I didn't have to worry about that.
Manual.
And then I moved to Maryland like 3 weeks later, and I'm driving along, and my little light is out on my license plate, the light that shines on the license plate.
Right.
So this asshole of a cop pulls me over in this really, really like, it's like 2 a.m. maybe. No,
This is like a Lifetime movie.
it was like 11 p.m. He pulls me over, and he says, "Your light is out. License registration." I give him my
Ma'am.
license registration. Turns out my license is suspended because Florida suspended my license because my dad never put me on his insurance policy like he said he was going to. So they suspended my license, and I didn't get anything in the mail. I didn't get a phone call, email, fax, carrier pigeon to let me know that my license was suspended.
Hey, ignorance of the law does not preclude you from it.
So anyway, the guy said that due to Maryland law, if you are driving with an out-of-state license that is suspended, we have to arrest you and you have to go to jail. And that's why I went to jail.
Going to jail. Going to jail.
And then, if that wasn't bad enough, he was an asshole. And then the cops that were at the jail were like, "Oh, who arrested you?" And I was like, "Officer Claggett." Yeah, I'll never forget his name, Claggett. And he was
Doxed.
like, oh, and they were like, because I was complaining, I was like, and he was a jerk. Like, I didn't do anything wrong. And they were like, "Oh yeah, he would like arrest his own wife and mother if he had the chance to."
These are the people that shouldn't be cops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was literally crying, and I was like, "I don't understand." He's like, "Turn around, figure handcuffs in the back of the car." Blah. And I was like,
I was abused as a child. Get in the
Sure.
car.
And then, basically,
People made fun of me on the playground in 3rd grade, and now I have authority.
yeah. So then, if that wasn't bad enough, at 4:30 in the morning,
I'm sorry, miss. It looks like you're parked 7 inches away from the curb. I'm gonna have to take you downtown.
Don't resist.
right?
Marie Katie Oxen.
So
You
I
want to
get
get raised?
So can I have 12 people in here now?
Yeah.
12. Okay. So 4:30 rolls around. I'm able to see the commissioner. The commissioner lets me go. I go up to the cops and I'm like, "Hey, obviously I don't have a car. I'm brand new to Maryland. I just got here like a week ago. And can you guys give me a ride to my house?" And they said, "No, you can walk." So
Nice.
I walked home at 4:30 in the morning.
Changing hearts and minds.
And then the next week, my mugshot was front page of the newspaper, a part of a game called Who Done It, where you draw the mugshot, a line from the mugshot to like the crime.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
My county's like most wanted newspaper.
That's awesome.
What year was this? Was this like recent?
2016.
Don't worry.
Might be.
Oh.
2016. Recent enough.
So I will not share years or where I was at when this happened because I know either Mikey or Jeff's trolley ass will go look everything up.
It was in Mexico. I know your full name. You think I can't find your arrest record?
Well, I didn't get arrested on this one, so good luck.
Okay. Challenge accepted.
Exactly.
Hey, Neil,
Also, the Rage has joined us too, and he says he's got a few stories he can share too. So, but go ahead, Oz.
all right, yeah, I'll make this as brief as I can.
Take your time, Oz. Yeah,
Cool.
I'm in no rush.
By the way, what up, Rage? Rage and I
what's up,
both
Oz?
been mocking Cat Kerr on our channel here lately, but
And the
there
wizard
it is right
stuff.
there. Oh, by the way, Rage,
Damn it.
Rage, you and I should do a show together about that because I don't know if you know, she actually recently named that stick. Its name is Justice.
Oh my god.
So we should team up on one of those and have some fun. But,
I'm so down. I'm so down, Oz. Definitely.
Rage is so genuine. He just said, "Nuh-uh." I heard "nuh-uh" in 38 years. That's my shit.
Like no, I just like covered this woman for the first time, and like the insanity pouring out is just it blew my mind, and I just kept. I'm like I went back to the wizard staff, and the wizard staff had a key on it, and I still don't know, Oz. I don't know.
Well, I'll tell you here. I'll tell you the story. Then at the end, I'll tell you what the key's for, and then you can laugh your ass off and then share your stories. It'll be a good segue. All right. So there was one particular officer in this town I was in, and I was definitely up to things and moving some things and that kind of thing, and he moving things like a moving company does,
Pushing that weight.
I went, Jesus, Mikey.
I got a song going in my. It was
okay.
Pusha T. I'm listening to him right now.
This particular cop hated me because I grew up with his brother and I. We were younger, went to high school together, and he always blamed me for his brother making stupid ass decisions. Right? It was always my fault. So years goes by, in 1 month, and like I kept the shit in my glove department in case I ever needed it for evidence. This motherfucker pulled me over 13 times in 1 month. 13 times. On the 13th time, this is when it stopped, and this is why it stopped. On the 13th time, I just got a brand new. So I'd been driving a Cadillac Brougham. Windows. So I was asking at 18, 19. I was asking to get fucked with. There's no doubt about that. Well, then I was like, you know what? I'm sick of getting fucked with. So I sold the Cadillac and got like this little pickup truck. I was like, I'm just going to take the attention off me. Well, he already knew where I lived. So this motherfucker was waiting on me to pull out of the driveway. And I barely got to the stop sign. And he pulls me over. And this truck had day running lights. So I was like, hold on. I hadn't even had time to get to a speed limit. The lights are always running. And the plates are brand fucking new. What's this going to be about? Because when I had the Cadillac, every single time he was like, is this vehicle stolen? I'm like, no, you've already fucking done this 12 times.
What your mama paid me with last night. Never mind.
So anyway, he comes up this time and he was like, do you know why I pulled you over? And I was like, well, I know when I had the Cadillac, it was always you thought it was stolen. So I'm not really sure why you pulled me over today. He was like, okay, well, your tags say that this should be registered to a different vehicle. I was like, there's no way that happened because I just did all this like 2 days ago. But here's what I'm going to tell you. I have weed in the gas tank. There's other drugs in the spare tire in the trunk or, underneath the bed. There's drugs there. So if you want, like, this is your day. like you caught me red-handed. It's over with. This dumbass actually calls the dogs, and they come and sniff out the entire truck. There's nothing there. And I knew there was nothing there. And they get done with it, and he's like beet red, like his face. You could tell like every vein is like popping out of his head, his neck. Seething. And he comes up. He was like, "Where? I thought you said there's drugs here." I was like, "No," and I won't say his name. I was like, "No, listen, you're not smart enough to catch me. You've never been smart enough to catch me, and you won't catch me. You actually called the dogs out.
All the drugs are in your trunk."
What pissed M. Night Shyamalan right there?
That's a David Blaine thing where you here's the drugs in your mouth. Take you to jail, sir.
And I told him, I was like, if you pull me, I have record of every time you've pulled me over so far. And if you pull me over one more time, now we're just going to talk about a lawsuit, harassment, something like that. So let's not do this anymore. And after that, he never fucked with me. And then real quick into that, like years later, now I'm married, have 3 or 4 kids, and I'm back. Sure. I'm back home for I think it's for Christmas, and like and I was speeding, but I was speeding because I'm a last minute Christmas shopper, and I'm speeding down one of the main roads of the town, and I see the cop lights, and I'm like, God damn it, And at this point, I'm not doing anything. Like, I know at this, I'm good. And he gets out of the car. I'm like, son of a bitch! Out of all the fucking cops, it's him.
Of all the cheap joints.
And he comes up and he's like, license and registration, proof and insurance. And I didn't even look at him. I just handed it and just looked forward. And he was like, oh, where have you been? And I was like, as far the fuck away from you as I could possibly get.
Oh, and Merry Christmas.
I've been missing because I was inside your mother's. Oh, what's that? Insurance? Here you go.
So I'll stop. Ray, the key. The key on the staff of Kat Kerr's. That key is the key to her secret garden, to her mansion in heaven.
Oh, I figured it was the key to the chains on the children in her basement.
It very well could be, but I'm just telling you, like, because I've been studying this woman for about 3 or 4 months now, and it's literally that key she has is the key to her secret garden at her secret mansion in heaven.
That's
how
absolutely
the fuck did she bring it back with her?
It sounds like doesn't it? Is that just me? That sounds
as a fellow alumnus of Kat Kerr bullshittery. I love following what that fucking lady says. It's just
yes.
I am brand new to this, like brand new. I just found this out.
Man. Just listen to her talk about how heaven you have cows driving tractors, and there's nothing you can get hurt, and it's fucking crazy.
Let me say this one. I had to stop our whole stream the other day because she claims to have been to heaven over 1,000 times. Okay, and this last one she did like just 2 or 3 days ago. So it's recent. She was talking about heaven, and she was like, "Oh no," she was like, "You guys don't understand. There are dinosaurs that talk in heaven."
Well, why the fuck would you come back?
What?
Why would you come back if there's fucking talking T-Rexes? I'm hanging out with them.
That's what I'm saying.
And unicorns. You can ride. According to her, you can ride and talk to unicorns in heaven.
Did you get to the part where she? Did you get to the part where she was talking about the body parts warehouse?
Oh no.
I think I only think I heard one episode of that.
Yeah, you should find the one that we did on. We did a little bit of a segment on it because we couldn't fucking believe, because he was talking about angels will go to the body parts warehouse that God has, and He'll send you replacement parts with the angels.
Oh, yes.
And we just got excited because, like, you're telling me that there is a bucket of dicks up in heaven somewhere.
And I don't have to keep tripping over mine now?
Dirty bird.
Well, I mean, the fact that people believe that stuff and they perpetuate it. So many people believe it, and then like we wonder, like how do we get to January 6th? I mean, like this is how, right?
I'm gonna reel it up first.
Rage, if you want another good one to review that's been on an absolute stampede the last 3 or 4 weeks, is that Hank
Kuhneman. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I've been following him
He's
too.
precious. He's precious.
Who is this? Like
Hank
you guys know
Kunneman,
so much.
Kunnemann. I think it's double N at the end. I do a lot of stuff for him on Outcast X because I can't believe his shit sometimes.
I'm
my God.
I'm finally glad that I feel like I'm so alone listening to all these batshit crazy people.
Oh no,
Y'all better
it's
than
my
me.
kink. So
Yeah, like dude, I thought I had found like the bottom rungs of batshit crazy when I found Pastor Sherry at Three Hearts Church, and then I found Kat Kerr, and then you guys are telling me about Hank Kunneman or whatever, and I'm like, this is heaven.
we need to have a subreddit for like atheist show producers where we could put some fucking crazy shit
Yeah,
out there
yes.
for all of us to start covering. You know,
Yeah, that's what we need.
I do.
A
I know you
coordinated
can-
effort. Yes,
Wait.
I agree.
Are we talking about syndicated news?
essentially. Yeah.
So we just basically the Tart crew can film a Murder Shed Steve news segment, and then we can syndicate it on everyone's show.
Yes.
I'd
Yeah,
run it.
What's his name? It's
Austin.
What?
That's his name.
Fuck you.
Stone Cold.
I fucked up.
Hank's buddy. Not
Biff.
Kenneth Copeland. And you guys got to remember the like overseer of these.
Is this
people's-
the bald fucker that like is always like
Oh.
hanging around with Kat Kerr and those guys?
Hold on. Let's because I'm trying to make this a thing, and since you guys cover this too, you can help me make this a thing. So that guy, I know exactly what you're talking about. That does they're not interviews because he doesn't ask questions. He just plays into their bullshit.
Yeah, he
but
just lets them. Yeah.
I call him Thumb. He looks like a thumb with glasses.
Yes.
I call him
Fucking
Thumb.
yes. He is a human thumb guy.
Oh, like
But-
that dude from the Ripping Friends?
Very, very similar. Yes, very similar.
He looks like Strong Brad's brother, Strong Mad, but minus the leotard and more neck.
X guy. I know you'll know who I'm talking about. It's the guy. He's got long hair. He looks like Billy Ray Cyrus, but uglier. And
Me?
It's no. Oh, it's Robin. His name's Robin. His wife's name is Robin. And,
Joe Exotic.
No, I've seen them around. Hang on, I can bring it up.
It's Craig.
but those
His wife, his name is Robin, and his wife's name is Robin.
yes, and
That's
they
fucked
have,
up.
They have a church together, and just it was either this morning or yesterday. He was still prophesying that that Trump will still be president for 4 more years. Do you not you guys, but those people? Do you fuckers understand? It's now the 26th. This shit's done.
No, I've literally been told that the Joe Biden we're seeing in office is all holograms. I've been told that by Trumpers.
He did the face-off thing happened. Did you guys hear about that one?
No, I haven't heard that one yet.
Yeah,
I did hear that. Yeah.
Where somebody took Biden's face off and replaced it with Donald Trump's, and they did the same thing to the other body. And so Trump, the stuttering and stuff happens because Trump's figuring out his speech patterns still.
We
Where's
live
all
in the
orange?
post-truth
What happened to all
era.
the orange.
Okay, I'm back.
I'm like, that doesn't get rid of the extra 150 fucking pounds that the guy has, and I'm a fat guy, so I know a fat guy holding in his weight when I look at him. So
Yeah, and not to mention Joe Biden walks like a really, really old guy.
And Joe Biden cannot do the smooth criminal 45-degree lean forward when standing at a lectern.
Did you guys see the meme of him standing in the Oval Office and nothing but like his underwear, and he looks all like horribly skinny and gross and old and stuff? And then he's like,
How are you watching?
he's all like, is Monica Lewinsky still work here?
Oh.
It was his first full day of office, and I saw a meme from a right winger. So Joe Biden's been in office, and 8,000 people died from COVID today. I'm like, I'm just like jaw dropped.
Oh, they care. They care now.
Yeah, the best one though is when they claim that the United States is going back to the original republic, and only Washington D.C. or something like that. And then like on March 6th or whatever, someday in March, the military is going to drop in and reinstall the republic itself. And we're going to go back to the original constitution, to which I say, so slavery and suffrage is gone.
Yeah, that's right.
Yo,
Yeah.
hey, yo, I got plenty of twisted tea and that thing on me. Go ahead and try it.
Mikey, did you get the Twisted Tea Dave Matthews Band one that I sent you? Where the click of the Twisted Tea smacking the guy in the face is done and repeat to the beat of Dave Matthews Band.
Do you guys see that? Speaking of memes, somebody said in the chat, said, and the never-ending Bernie memes.
Oh my god!
I got Bernie meme.
What is that?
So Oz, the guy you're thinking of is Robin Bullock.
What's a Bernie meme?
Yes. And
that's the best one.
I love it.
yeah, that's awesome.
Oh my god.
IQ is the GOAT. IQ is the absolute GOAT.
And if you guys do, and I'll stop talking about it unless y'all want to talk about it. If you love just complete evangelical Christian batshittery crazy entertainment, I just put it in a private chat. It's like a news. It's a evangelical news channel. It has a couple of the people that we've talked about so far tonight, and that 56 minutes or whatever there is gold. You'll have tears in your eyes laughing. It's fucking gold.
Do you ever watch the? Do you know who Vic Berger is? He does a lot of remixes.
Yes.
He does
Oh
a lot
God,
of
I love Big
remixes.
Burger.
Yeah, he does a lot of remixes of clips. And who's the guy that's always selling those buckets of food?
Jim Baker.
Jim Baker. He does these great edits of Jim Baker.
Oh,
Like
the rapist, yeah.
Yeah, the Jim Baker. Just type in Vic Berger, Jim Baker.
Hey, I've got a couple if you want them.
Prepper food.
I mean, he sells buckets of broccoli and mac and cheese, and he thinks it's delicious when he's eating it with a shovel.
I got the fucking Fiesta pail sitting right under my stairs over here.
But
that
I could
Vic Berger.
Oh, fuck you. Challenge accepted.
I know.
You know
I find looking at the insane, like the insane Christians, far more refreshing than looking at the hate mongers. It has done my life some serious good. It has.
Because it makes you laugh, and laughter brings.
Yeah. You just laugh, and laughter is healthy.
So go to the Right Wing Watch YouTube page. They have a compilation that's like 5.5 minutes long of all the pastors over the last couple of weeks that have been saying that God has told me that Trump's going to win. He's going to make Trump the president of the United States. And it's the best goddamn schadenfreude I've had in my life. I was
I was covering like Marcus. I started covering Marcus Rogers right before the election and his prophecies about how Trump was going to win. And then like all through the meltdown and the stop the steal and now how he's retracting it. It was like, yeah, I never said that Trump was going to win. I just meant he was going to serve 8 years. That means like any time for the next 175 years, he's going to be president, right?
Yeah, I'll find it and post it on here. And there's another guy that I'm thinking of, but the most recent one Kat did that I reviewed was yesterday or the day before, where she not only did she say that Trump would still be president for the next 4 years, she said she predicted the next 24 years of American presidency and said that after this 4 years that Pence would be president then for the next 8 years, and whoever Pence's vice president was, he would be president for the next 8 years. So it's like, so now we're going out 24 years that you guys think it's just always going to be Republican Christian candidates. That's literally what you're saying right now.
And I just like that we can just go, gotcha, bitch.
But they're not Republican Christian
But you thought-
anything. They're not. He's not even Republican or Christian. Like, he didn't do any of that.
What were you saying, Kate? Go ahead.
I said, bitch, you thought.
Oh, yeah, but you thought.
Mikey, how many points is that worth?
Hey, Knev, I think it's suspect.
It's us. It's us, though.
And Kay, yes, other people are drinking. You're in good company.
Yeah,
It's all good. It's all good.
Everyone, I said in the
Ohio, Tangelo.
that I said, is anyone else tipsy or is it just me?
Hope you're
I'm
doing
not
well,
bringing
brother.
drinks up here on this table.
Oh,
Yeah,
Have you seen my new studio?
He's
hot.
playing Lego, man. He's not allowed to fucking have drinks when he's Legoing.
If
Jeff.
Or if
No,
I'm
you-
drinking Sprite, but I smoke a lot of weed.
No peer pressure.
So, Jeff, I'm gonna up your,
Angelo's here.
I'm gonna up your game one level here.
Okay.
You're gonna go to the hiking store. You're gonna get yourself a Camelback.
I already have one.
You're gonna put equal parts orange juice and vodka in that bad boy.
This is a recipe for disaster.
You're gonna strap it to the back of your chair, and you're gonna sit there and Lego with the little hose guy.
Here's what I'm going to tell you about a story about screwdrivers.
Oh, hang on, Jenna. Apparently,
Okay,
we're
here we
limited
go.
to 10 people on screen, so someone will have to go before we got you in here.
Underage.
So
I was 19-ish,
Actually,
19,
I'm going to
20.
pop out for a second. I'll go have a smoke. You can jump in. I'm going to
Okay.
All right.
Austin, I think
I'm
Austin
talking to you,
wants
Jeff. Just can it.
leave. Austin, you want to leave? What's going on?
What?
Okay, well, let me tell my story then.
Tell your story. I want to
Put your
hear.
fucking hand down. Anyway,
Hey, Jenna.
Hi.
so I'm at a typical like college party. We're all
Hi, Jenna. How
underage.
are you tonight?
Austin was there selling stuff.
I'm doing well. Thank you.
I was the designated driver, so I was mixing the drinks. And as you can imagine, I'm not exactly the best person to trust with making drinks for people. So I just started giving them nothing but vodka. Anyway, this is not, and again, this is like I'm a third party to this. It's not a friend of mine. I don't know whose house this is or anything like that.
Okay.
Skipping past my friend, like throwing up in the kitchen and scooping it into their air vent. But on the way home,
Oh,
so we're in my friend's Jeep Grand Cherokee, like a 1990 Jeep Grand Cherokee.
that's a good car. That.
Solid car. My buddy to the right of me, I got the owner of the Jeep to my back, right? And then a person behind me, we'll call him Brant, is behind me. And we are driving home.
Is his name Brant?
No, it's another B. It's another B name.
Okay.
And so buddy
Brant.
up front here is throwing up outside the window. Buddy here has a trash bag and he's throwing up in the trash bag. Buddy back here seems fine. No problems. Drive the 20 minutes to his house, get there, go to get out of the car. He can't figure out how to open the door, throws up all over the inside of the Jeep, just everywhere. That's not the worst part. So I drop him off. I drive the other two back to their college dorm. Then I go to like survey the damage and I'm like, nah, fuck that. Like, I'm not touching this. They sleep it off. He has to work the next day. Doesn't clean the car because so in the middle of July, he parks the car at work.
Oh no!
Works an 8-hour shift
No.
and then has that car.
That's a rough.
Yes. And
That's
then
rough.
took it to get professionally. The metal in the car was etched with Doritos orange because it stained the metal because of the like stomach acids touching the metal or whatever. And it was like a $500 cleaning bill to get this thing professionally cleaned afterwards, which they split the bill. So don't let me mix your drinks with vodka and orange
You
juice.
know what? I'm going to take you up on this challenge in a week. You will be mixing my drinks.
No,
Okay, that's
You know, I'm
you
a professional
have a
bartender
challenge.
myself.
Nevs, you already have a challenge to live up to.
Which is
I have a couple drinks that would taste like juice and make you you wouldn't be able to drink more than one. So
Well, you're from Detroit, so I mean, you guys make that sneaky shit.
yeah.
really depends.
You got to go to the party store. You got to get some
Oh.
Fago.
I call it a tie-dye tea, and it has about 9 liquors in it, but it will taste like the sweetest nectar of gods.
This sounds fantastic. I like this.
All right, hold on.
Okay, say something.
Hold on, Kate. Nevs, what are you saying?
I wanted to know what my thing I have to live up to. You
We
said-
have a busted challenge.
Oh, the busted challenge. Yes. Oz and I are going to be bussing it together. It's going to be me versus Oz.
They'll be on separate videos, though. Correct?
Brandon,
I don't know.
Yeah.
What does
accidentally
busting it
do
mean, though?
I don't want to accidentally
busting
see
it
Oz.
is busting it.
Just go into Google right
Come
now.
on.
Actually,
Go
go on to,
right in
go
the
to
bus.
Google and type it in.
Come on, Rage.
I'm like almost a boomer, yo.
Rage, you ain't that old.
My
You ain't that old, homie.
And-
I'm like 43. I feel ancient.
You ain't that much older than me. So, anyway, Jenna, how are you this evening?
I'm doing well. Thanks.
Hold on. Simply Secular Dave, you had something to add? Go ahead.
Has anyone in here ever drank a bowl?
Bust it challenge. I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna mute.
Google.
on my
now.
TikTok 6 videos down.
Share, pass the ball, people. Pass the ball. What was that, Dave?
Dave has the talking stick.
I just said, has anyone here ever drank a volcano?
The fuck is that?
It was the drink of the year a few years back, and they called it a volcano because it went down and then it came back up.
Oh, hell no. What's in it? Do you know
was
what's
a
in it?
lot of alcohol.
And vomit.
No shit.
They're supposed to be.
Look
And
it up. There's a recipe
Drano.
for it
You just had
online.
a touch of Drano.
It was molten lava.
And they give you like a Mentos, and then they give you a Diet Coke.
Like a
85
fireball.
Mentos.
So
Swallowing whole
basically,
food.
it was alcohol plus a Tide Pod.
Yeah.
No, remember when the craziest thing out there was Tide Pods? Wow.
By the way,
Easier
don't use Tide Pods if you're.
Those kids who ate those Tide Pods, they're wearing masks now, and their breath is minty fresh.
It's true.
And you know what? They ain't got no
Laundry
wrinkles in their mask.
No
Their
problem.
liver is ruined.
It's
Don't
garnished with maraschino cherries. Like, how can that be bad?
That's
Really?
It's like crystal meth. It's just like crystal meth.
Combine all ingredients, 2 scoops of crushed ice in a blender, blend smoothly, garnish with maraschino cherries, pineapple, and orange slices.
That's a lot of stuff. I don't want to have to make that drink. I'll just go get.
I want Rich to drop the recipe that has 9 liquors in it.
For your
If it's got
own
more than 3
safety-
ingredients, I'm out.
For your own safety, K-Nabs, we will not be giving you the recipe today.
I would love the recipe.
Well, tie-dye tea is based off a Long Island tea, which is your rum, gin, vodka, triple sec, and Coke. You take away the Coke and you add Midori, you add Chardonnay,
Coke.
Well, hold on. Coke, like
a few other
Coca-Cola or
liqueurs.
cocaine?
And it forms like a tie-dye mixture in the drink if you do it right. And yeah, it's one of them. And you're like, yeah, this is like the sweetest drink ever. And if you try to drink another, you're in the bathroom for the night.
So
So
rage when I was in 2000 and
When I was in Nam.
2002. Shut the fuck up, Jeff. Go play with your Legos. And
This is the gold money.
2002, I think it was
What year was it?
2000, 2003.
She was still in high
I
school.
was in second grade.
2002.
Oh,
Somebody kick her off.
her show.
So
Damn, she's
Neil's
better than
show.
You will bow your head.
I had-
at the special
I had-
guest.
I had a
Oh shit.
bartender that was really cool. It was right around my birthday, and all my buddies, we went out for my birthday, and they're like, "Oh, we're gonna get so fucked up, and we'll make sure you get home safe, right? We'll
Yeah,
make sure
that
you get home
didn't
safe."
happen.
And
They
I
were
had
lying.
I had like nine or 10 Long Islands, but I don't. Back then, I do now, but back then I didn't do vodka. I hated vodka, and it was like, no, put 151 in there instead of vodka.
Oh no!
So I was going, and I have a very
So when you say
tolerance.
Long Island, I was waiting for somebody in chat or here to tell me, hey, you didn't say tequila. So in your Long Island iced teas, do you include tequila?
Now today it doesn't matter. I'll drink whatever.
I'm not allowed to. I'm not
That's right.
allowed.
That-
You mean
I'm
you're
not
he
allowed-
doesn't care.
that's
So
specific.
not allowed
technically,
to have tequila
if it has
anymore
tequila in
after
it,
this.
it's a Texas tea. It's not a Long Island. But most
Yeah.
people assume that. Like I remember as a bartender, so many times, like people would come to me and be like, yeah, "There's no tequila in my Long Island," so I just pour it right down the straw.
Yeah, I agree. There is a separation in that 100%. So I had those, and I think, and like I said, I have a very weird high tolerance for alcohol. But then I had like five Crown and Cokes, and then like 5 or 6 beers. And I was like, I had the receipt up until I moved like 2 years ago. I fucking hate it because I had the receipt. But I end up pulling off onto a highway going 70 miles an hour, and I passed out and got T-boned by a dump truck. So that's how I could prove it.
Yeah, that's proof. That's proof.
I ended up in ICU for like 3 weeks. So I could prove it that way. But it was like the reason I said that was, man, those Long Islands sounded and tasted so good in the moment.
Oh yeah, well,
This is
a responsible establishment.
Hold on, Rach.
Oh, yeah,
And
go ahead.
this is a PSA for everybody. That is why you do not fucking drink and drive.
Yes. And a responsible establishment will not allow you to drink more than 2 Long Island iced teas.
And this was not a responsible establishment. I'll say that right now.
Yeah,
and all my friends that were like, "Oh, we'll make sure you get home. We'll make sure you get home." Like I remember walking out of the bar and because it was a very dimly lit, dark bar, and I walked out and the light hit me in my face because we were there literally for hours.
I've been there.
Wait. Say that again. Say that again, Oz. Say that again.
Hours.
There it is.
And I was like, oh fuck. That's like literally all I remember is walking out of the bar and the light hitting me.
Yep.
And
it's that Friday Night Lights moment. You remember that old movie? And then coming out of the strip club and you're like, oh shit.
And then you hiss. And then you hiss
Never
at
happened to me.
You hissed at the
Yeah, I didn't hit something. The big old fucking dump truck hit me.
No, you hissed at the sunlight.
Also,
Like
okay, there is a recipe for Fireball Long Island iced teas too, so try that.
I'm gonna try
Fireball's weak though.
Yeah, Fireball is the devil. If the devil exists, it's called Fireball.
There was a right-wing news agency putting out a video that if you take Fireball and tilt forward and suck it like that and aerate it into your lungs, it'll kill COVID.
I will try.
Don't do that at home.
Don't do that at work. Don't do that at the bar. Don't do that ever.
I'll do it.
I don't know. It looks pretty convincing.
Probably better than sticking a flashlight up your ass. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I don't recommend that.
Did you say flashlight or flashlight?
If you are going to put a flashlight up your ass, make sure it has a flared base because your butt will eat it.
Hashtag the last 4 years. Cheers.
Casually saying your butt will eat it is my favorite thing of this week. And I appreciate that. Your butt will eat it.
No, I love like whiskey is my favorite, and I remember when Fireball first started getting popular. People like, "Oh, Oz, you love spicy shit. You love whiskey. You should get this." So finally, I had to go stay at a hotel for work. I was like, "Fuck it, I'll go get a bottle of Fireball and go drink it." And I get through the whole bottle. I'm like, "What the fuck? I'm not even drunk. Like I drink a whole fucking bottle." And then I looked at the bottle. It was like what, like 20 proof. And I was like,
it's
fuck this shit.
Dude, rum. I kicked myself off of Twitter for 47 days because of rum.
I remember the first time I took a shot of spiced rum. It was my first shot of the night, and it was Captain Morgan or something like that. And
Captain was my bane.
It was spiced rum. First shot of the night, at a house party.
At least a couple of those here.
I tossed it, and then I immediately ran to the bathroom and threw it up. And now rum is ruined for me forever, unless it's like in a mixed drink.
I cannot.
I love tequila.
I cannot drink the whipped cream flavored vodka ever again in my entire life.
Never tried it, but I've heard stories.
I smelled it, and I had flashbacks to something that didn't even happen.
So what I wanted to do, and I got the recipe from one of my buddies, is I wanted to make what are called white trash Russians.
Yo, that's offensive, man. I got white friends. You're not gonna talk that shit, man.
I'm a fucking honky cracker, dude. Come on. So anyway,
the white people.
White trash Russians.
Solidarity. That's all I'm here for.
White trash Russians are fucking Yoo-hoo and that Pinnacle whipped vodka.
Ew.
That's disgusting.
Well, it's great.
Do they still make Yoo-hoo?
Yeah. You can still buy it at Walmart.
Yeah, bro. Hold on, let me get my ladies up.
Talk about my childhood. Holy shit.
Yeah, now it's called nah, dude.
Get y'all next.
Yeah, that was a mistake. That all ended up coming up, and
That
thankfully the mouth on
sounds
those
like a
bottles are wide mouth, so it was able. I could actually catch most of it on the way.
So I'm gonna step in for just a second here. Let's do a little. Let's get Kay involved here. So I don't know if everybody watched her deconversion story. Links down below to the original episode if you guys want to check that out. Does anybody have any follow-up questions about Kay and her deconversion story?
Yeah, ask me.
Let's while she's slightly sober. Let's try to get those in.
Yeah.
I actually usually do, but never get a chance to. And then I worked extra late today, so I missed most of it.
I was madly editing a video, but I would kind of like to hear, like, are you ex Christian or were you all like what was your former faith?
So I was raised Muslim and Christian simultaneously.
Mm.
So I
Ooh.
consider myself
Abrahamics, tomato.
Yeah. Well,
Tomato,
you'd be surprised. I mean,
I kid.
I have always said that Abrahamic religions are basically the same thing, but once you live in practice those religions, which I haven't practiced Judaism, just Islam and Christianity, there is a black and white difference, and I think
I agree. Yeah,
most of it is definitely culture.
I think Muslims take their religion more seriously than Christians do.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I agree with that.
And they, especially with this sexism and stuff, which is obviously a topic I'm very passionate about, the sexism in Islam is rampant. And I will say that until that. And a lot of people on my TikTok, especially when I have talked about different issues in Islam and in the Quran that I find problematic, namely Muhammad marrying a 6-year-old and then consummating that marriage at 9 years old. I get called an Islamophobe, but
yeah. Well, on the reverse side of that, so I fell in line with this line of history that said Aisha, I think her name was 16 rather than 6. And so I put that out there for a while, and I literally had Muslims telling me, no, you're wrong. She was 6. Like they were proud of it almost. I mean, it threw me for a freaking loop, and I had to ask people, and then I looked into it deeply, and I'm like, yeah, she was 6, and they consummated when she was 9.
Well, that's the thing, is that you'll find that if you, as like a non-Islamic person,
Master Shredder,
talk about
Venom,
how it's problematic that the prophet married a 6-year-old and consummated the marriage at 9 years old, a lot of people will come in and say, no, she was 17, no, she was 19, no, she was 12.
And I was one of those, yeah.
I have a question. After you're done with your answer. Sorry, go ahead.
But a lot of Muslims will argue with themselves in the comments saying, no, we know that she was 6 and 9 because the hadith says so. And they'll be like, no, that hadith isn't reliable. And they're like, yes, it is because of this, this, and this. And so it's just one of those things that, fair enough. Sorry. It's one of those things that, like, it's with all religions, right? Each sect of a religion can't even agree on what they believe in. That my issue comes into play for the people that do, which is most Muslims, believe that she was 6 and then 9 when it's consummated. For the people who believe that to be true, why are you following that religion if that's what you believe to be true?
Exactly. And I'll shut up, I promise. But I do want to commend you because not only do Muslims seem to take it more seriously, but I find it far more dangerous for people to come out of Islam than Christianity. So I want to commend you on your bravery.
Thank you. When I posted a video talking about how it's problematic, I never thought in my wildest dreams that being against pedophilia would be problematic, but here we are. I ended up having to delete that video because people were being so vile. Like, I can handle hate comments all day. Like, people said, oh, lipstick on a pig, or oh, some dumb girl. I'm like, I don't really care about that. But, I experienced abuse from my stepfather, who was Muslim. And people were like, oh, you deserved that. Or, oh, like that, you liked it, stuff like that. It was so vile. I have never seen that other than the Islamic community that comes after ex-Muslims, especially on TikTok, that I've seen. Like, they are insane. So, yeah. Anyway, thank you.
You got to call on the next question. Okay.
What?
Call on the next person who
Oh,
has their hand up.
you.
Yeah, that'd be me. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Of course.
Okay, hey, when you were
Look, motherfucker. You don't pull the strings around here, Oz. Relax yourself. You stay down on the bottom until you learn how some manners. No. So what would you tell past believer self that you know now to get them to where you are now? To like help bridge that gap. You know what I'm saying? What would you tell past you?
Past me?
Right.
That's a really interesting question. I don't really know. I think if I were to go back in time and I was able to be like, hey, it's me from the future or you from the future, I think the biggest thing I would say is to know that who you are is okay and not to let anyone tell you otherwise. Especially being I'm bisexual and I've known for a really long time, but I pushed that down for such a long time because of religion. Also being outspoken, being a feminist, knowing from a young age that I deserve equal rights and I deserve to have an equal say in whoever I decide to marry. But being entrenched in religion made me more quiet and more meek. And I think if I had the chance to go back, I would just say, it's cliche, but just be yourself and know that who you are is okay. Fair enough.
That's powerful. I like that.
Thank you.
I think that's a good question for people, just because if someone is on that fence, hearing those things that other people would tell themselves may or may not resonate with them, because of like, damn, yo, I was just thinking that shit, and they've been for 10 years. They ain't been, so thank you, great answer.
Yeah.
Hey, can I ask you?
Yeah.
When you were going through the process of deconversion, when you realized that this is you're on the pathway out, was there an argument that somebody gave you or a discussion they had with you or an experience you had that kind of kept you in and kept you from deconverting, or kept you hanging on to that for a little while? That kept you on that hook?
Not really, because I did most of it by myself. As I said in my earlier video here on this channel, I did call a few pastors from across the US just so I could get some answers for questions I had. But other than that, my deconversion was a very private thing that I went through by myself. So I watched YouTube videos and I didn't really have any conversations with people other than the pastors that I called that weren't able to answer questions in a satisfying way. Of course, they had answers, but for me, I was like, see, I just, no, like that doesn't resonate with me.
Answers.
Makes sense. Yeah. So, not really.
Okay.
Hey, real quick, like, who's deep breathing into their microphone?
Is it me?
Not me.
Can't be me. I was muted.
Probably me.
I don't think it was you.
It was you, Oz.
I was on mute. It wasn't me.
I think it might have been Russ for a second.
Where's the evidence?
Who has the headset?
It was God.
Hey, Jenna, breathe out of your nose. Found it.
Oh, it's me. See, I was
Jenna,
trying to
get
hold
your stuff
out.
together.
Shut up, Russ.
Sorry, Russ.
I just got a new headset. I don't know.
I know
how
everyone's
it
over here
works.
blaming me, and I'm like, none of mine. Like, I don't have my mic like this up to me, so.
I thought you were wearing it.
But you do know.
I do know.
I kid.
Hey, Oz, did you notice your bobblehead tipped over again?
Huh?
Your bobblehead behind you tipped over again.
What bobblehead?
The bobblehead of Oz with the big head.
It's like, there's a bobblehead of me behind me.
It's a little flashback to last night.
I know. I'm messing around. I know.
Jesus Christ, did they drop you on your head when you were a kid? He's like, how are they going to drop me on my own head?
Drop me on my own head.
Yes, Brian Otangelo was here, and he kind of came in, said hello, and I think he said something to someone else, and then he fucked off. Pretty sure.
So when you say Otangelo, you don't mean the douchebag Christian apologist.
Oh yeah,
do you?
it's
hold
him.
on.
It's him.
That Otangelo.
Before you guys do all that. So Brian, I got an email from Otangelo. Please email me, austin@tart.live, and I'm going to set up a debate where you can crush Otangelo. Like, that needs to happen. So email me, austin@tart.live. Let's make that shit happen.
I had a very unique situation with Otangelo. He was very, very, very dumb enough to come into a room of mine, an open room, where I just happened to have everybody on hand to combat everything he wanted to say. I had scientists, I had philosophers. I mean, it was brilliant. I don't have the link on hand, but yeah, I mean, it was a brilliant moment. That, I mean, Mama Atheist was there. It was great, y'all. It was so
channel?
great. Yeah, it was on my channel. It was so good. He doesn't come on my channel much anymore, to say the least.
It's really unfortunate that he's the way he is, because I've seen so many debates and streams with him on them where he's literally been schooled by somebody who is educated and a specific, what you would call, expert on a topic, and they have spelled out why his arguments are bad and wrong multiple times, like each of his arguments 3 times. And you could go back and just literally copy those and hit play every time you talk to him, because he's got the same arguments and he hasn't changed one thing that he said in the entire time I've ever heard him speak.
Hold on one second. Rage, how long ago was that video, do you think?
You know what? I will try to find it and I'll link it.
Just guesstimation in your head, because I'm looking for it, and I'll look for the tags and stuff like that.
Maybe 2 months. It was an open room. We had sock account. We had so many people there, and it was just like this perfect brew. And Otangelo stepped in, and it was like everything he said, somebody was there to just give the perfect argument against it. And it was like, I was like, this has never happened before, and it will probably never happen again.
All right, all you fucking YouTubers, let me in here.
And
God damn,
I actually watched that. No, I was trying to help you, Mikey.
I have the list of all of his videos, so I'm going to throw out a couple of open room titles, and maybe it'll ring a bell for him. Can I do that, Oz? Is that okay with you?
I'm going to get there myself.
I mean, I was trying to give you a time frame, but Jesus, do what you want.
He said 2 months.
Is Christmas pagan before or after, you think?
Oh, Christmas pagan. That's around Christmas time. Before.
Before Christmas.
I think it was before that, yeah.
Okay.
God, dude, I do so many conversations. It's like insane.
A conversation with Otangelo?
No, that can't be. Yeah, keep scrolling.
Okay.
Yeah, that one. Just post that one. There you go. We found it.
All right, hold on.
See, my own titles are.
You said that. He said, "Okay."
My own titles are alien to me. That's messed up because I suck at titling everything. So let's do this.
Well, this one does say one-on-one with Otangelo.
No, that's not it. That's definitely not it. But it was around that time period.
It was before that.
Yeah. It was like before that. It was in an open room. Bring it.
Open room / bring your topic, which was 4 hours long.
Yeah, that's the one I'm looking at.
It was this one. The one that I'm looking at is right before a public apology to Randolf Richardson, and right after COVID deniers keep dying of COVID.
So I'm getting sock account has to be in the room. So sock account is in the room. He was only in one of them with Otangelo. If you find an open room, I should come prepared for these things, I guess. But I didn't know this was going to come up. But it was brilliant, man. Mama Atheist, where are you when I need you? Because she would know.
Way to go.
Yeah, that one's not it because sock account's not there.
It wasn't very. There were very many streams in between the 101 and the public, the group one that popped up.
I need to go to my live stream.
Well, somebody can go through
I
and-
will find it. Y'all continue. This will be my mission. I'm gonna mute. I'm gonna find it, and then I will link it for you.
Well, you can always post it in the comments after the stream too.
No, let's everybody right now. Pull up your Google. Let's find this shit out right now.
It's
We're gonna group search.
This is group research. We're in this shit together, guys.
Everybody, assemble your Google.
That means you too, Jenna.
I do so many streams. It's literally a needle in a haystack. So, but I will find it.
More like a needle in a needle stack if we're gonna be out.
Jenna, tell him, say, shut the fuck up. I'm Googling my phone. Yeah, see?
She playing Candy Crush. Level 3.
Look,
You know.
She'll get it one of these days.
it's not a stream if I don't fuck with Jenna.
That's true.
Jenna gonna cuss you. Jenna, you are missing all food paraphernalia. Are you okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm a little concerned for you right now.
I'm worried for you.
This month is off for me. Like my work schedule is like keeping me off my food game. I'm sorry.
Jenna, blink twice if you need rescuing.
Shut up, bro.
Are you under duress?
Jenna, are you on TikTok?
I am not
Why not?
because I
I
don't
am.
even have a Twitter.
I thought that was her next question. I don't care. I don't have a TikTok.
These are accurate.
Get a TikTok.
I look
Like, all right.
look. I'm
Jenna, hold
going
on.
to say now from someone who's obsessed with TikTok. Do not get a TikTok. Don't do
So
it.
I'm
Oh, you're dead wrong. You're dead wrong.
so
No.
okay.
Dead wrong.
Nope.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm gonna put you full screen here. I'm gonna put you full screen here, Kay. For us non-believers in the TikTokness, why the hell should I get a TikTok?
Because
Preach, Kay. Preach.
okay, there's a great community on there. It's really fun. It's really fresh.
It's hip. It's wow. It's now.
It's really funny. It's great for people who have attention deficit disorder, like me.
Actually, it's really bad because it gives you that dopamine rush.
It really does. Shh,
Call me out like that.
hold on. It's really great and it's fun. And the algorithm is actually really good. Like it learns you pretty quickly, so that way the stuff.
Those Chinese mainlanders are great at that.
You're
shit.
like, hell yeah, I love that. So that's my sales pitch for why you should get a TikTok.
All right.
Also, because I would like to follow all of you.
Look at this.
K-Nevs.
That's not possible.
What?
Don't follow.
K-Nevs, great job. Great job. Mikey, can I talk about TikTok for a minute?
No.
Thank you.
Convince me.
Yo, spit it, man. Spit it, man.
So
TikTok.
let's do this.
Make your TikTok.
So when I went through my deconversion process, I was trying to find somewhere to find comedy at first to try to relieve some of the depression and anxiety and things that I was going through. And when I created an account and logged on to TikTok, guess who is one of the first motherfuckers I met? Pasta Mike.
Yeah.
And we have continued to, and now we are the best of friends. Not only do we do TART together, do the Atheist Roundtable together, but we're the best of friends. And now there's this community that started and is building and building and building. And not only that, we get to engage in more and more conversations with other theists to challenge their beliefs on there. So you can take TikTok as a joke if you like, but you don't have good evidence to do that, because we can show you evidence that we are engaged in having great conversations with theists every single day. And we're building a community on there. And we're building a community that atheism is being normalized on TikTok due to all of us having those conversations. So if you're hating on TikTok, it's because you're ignorant. Mic drop.
Hashtag TikTok. You know
Deputy said.
All right, fuck, I'm installing it. Jesus Christ, Mom.
No, hold on. Hold on 1 second.
Sir Michael.
First of all, fuck Oz. Second of all, he was drinking. I was trying to get him. Damn it. he's got a high constitution, that Oz. I get that. I get that you guys are are building bridges and changing hearts and minds. It's not everybody's role. So if there's a way for me to support y'all without me having to watch a bunch of fucking preteens in leggings all up their ears,
Dude, it's not that.
I'm good.
No, hold on.
The first main screen was a bunch of nasty.
Mikey,
And I was
Mikey.
like, oh, this is off my phone. Oh, this is off my shit. Y'all get me on like, hot damn, I let everybody else have a turn. I got 10 seconds.
I haven't had a turn.
Ain't nobody asked you if you had a turn, Russ. You wait.
You're wrong.
Mikey, where are you going to get your bussing it fixed?
Talking about.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm talking about.
It's some little ass, it's some little ass kids on this damn site. I ain't trying to be part of none of that shit.
Look,
Mikey, I'm not even.
Wait.
Go ahead, explain yourself.
It's my birthday. Okay, so
Not yet, it ain't. Come on.
when you first
Birthday
download
week.
TikTok, I will concede that the first stuff that you see on your For You page is people dancing, and who gives a fuck, right? Not me.
Me.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, who gives a fuck about people dancing? I don't, right? You don't give a fuck. But the more that you like start following certain people, me namely, but also the more that you like search different content, that stuff will go away. My For You page is politics, atheism, and random comedy videos that are so fucking funny and aimed towards adults. Promise you.
The first thing you should favorite is a hashtag accountant.
And Mikey, if I can follow up on what Kate Nevs just said, and so everybody understands, and Kate Nevs knows this. I know Neil knows this because we've had this conversation. Like the entire Atheist Roundtable roster, we've all met via TikTok, and now literally this time next week, we're all going to be at the same place in the same building. We've built this awesome fucking team together, right? But when you first log into TikTok and you create that account, yes, you get the fucking bottom of the barrel bullshit from TikTok.
Shit nasty.
That's what you get, right? But what Kay just said was like she hit the nail on the head. When you start finding people like Neil and Kay and Pasta Mike and myself and yada yada, you go down the line, all of a sudden all of that shit gets flushed out of your For You page is what they call it. That gets flushed out. And now the only thing that's on that page is things that you're interested in. So whether it's atheism, skepticism, comedy, sports, whatever it is, you get to remove all the bullshit and replace it with what you want to see. Now, if you keep clicking on all the shit and liking all the shit that puts in front of you, then yes, Mikey, you're still going to get the same bullshit over and over and over again. But I'm telling you, there's been tons of people that don't get it. There is an algorithm to it. There's a method to it. And there's ways to not just develop friendships, but engage in actual conversations that are meaningful with people on that platform, period.
TikTok,
Okay,
please
no,
hire
it's
me
my
and
turn.
I think you just sold me. I'm gonna try it.
It's my turn.
Don't stop. That is from Rosie O'Donnell, who is now on TikTok, and she's a force to be reckoned with.
Real quick, frustrated before you go, and I will let you go. I did post the link of that conversation with Otangelo in the side chat and in the private chat. So go ahead.
Okay, so well, I've already sat there and said that I'm addicted to TikTok. I sat there and got on it, and ever since I got on it, I just
sat there, you goddamn Texan.
I don't give a shit. I will say whatever the fuck I want to because fuck ya. That's why. Anyways, so
what's your account?
There, my account. Oh no, that's tied to my personal name. I'm not doing that shit. No, thank you.
I literally fucking downloaded this because all you guys are like pushing me into it, and fuck you then.
Good.
But no. So
mine's at the _Oz_. Holla.
So I'm addicted to it. I sit there and the reason why I've gotten addicted to it because, like Kay said, I'm a little neurodivergent, and so I'll sit there and these are short videos I can sit there and watch, but my fucking thinking goes, oh, I can just watch a video and be okay. I can go get the rest of the shit I need done today done. And then I watch one more, and then I watch one more, and one more, and one more. And by the time I realize I've been sitting on TikTok for fucking 5 hours, and I haven't got a goddamn thing done.
You gotta get a checklist,
Oh,
like a dry erase board schedule thing. That's what I do.
well, I should do that then.
It
But
helps.
I
It
don't.
does.
And a
So
hobby.
Russ, what you just described is a you problem, not an us problem.
Well, the thing is if there's other people who are neurodivergent who will sit there and don't have a checklist that don't do all that kind of stuff, then it is a problem for them as well.
You just
So,
gotta go to Target.
that's
They're on
why-
sale for $9.99.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Turn
You
in,
act like my unemployed ass has money. Like
I'm
what the heck?
unemployed.
then tape pieces of paper together and create it. Like be a problem solver.
No, I'm just saying. I'm not saying.
So
that
let's all not attack Russ.
being-
Let's
being
not attack
addictive.
Russ.
It is.
Oh, no,
Okay,
you
let's
can
attack Mikey. Let's attack Mikey.
Everybody attacks Russ.
Direct it my way. I have a thick, calcified carapace ready for such.
$9.99.
Hey,
All right, so
Mikey, can I ask a quick question?
Boop.
I just wanted to know if anyone's ever dreamt that they were on TikTok.
No.
I have
Yo,
not.
get Jeff back in here. We need to know what the movie about the TikTok dream is.
I'm gonna make a TikTok video right now. Actually,
I don't dream. I don't dream, and I'm surprised when I wake up.
Do it, Neil. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
One second. Okay, first of all, don't put me on the fucking screen. Put everyone on the screen because I'm gonna actually kind of do a little.
Oh yeah, there you go. There you go.
With the after party. Yeah.
Hold on, Neil. I'm gonna do it at the same time you do. Hold on.
Hold on. All right, everybody, get your TikToks out. Get out your phones.
phone.
You know what?
I don't have a TikTok yet.
Hey,
Camera with the video.
You're so
Hey,
cute. Let's all TikTok at the same.
Hang on.
Everybody talk at once. That way we can feel what it's like to do it on TikTok.
This is why everybody
Get
hates
Mikey's
Mikey.
perping ass out of here.
Everybody hates.
So at the end of the stream, everybody go in and put your TikToks in after Neil puts the message on Twitter, except for Jenna.
Yeah, we have to screenshot it and send it to her by passenger pigeon.
Because
I'm on that
I'm
TikTok.
special.
I'm on that TikTok.
Hey, Jenna,
Me and
have
Neil
you been,
cool.
have you been
Fuck
getting
Mikey.
my Jenna? Have you been getting my smoke signals?
Shut up.
Mikey
You have
being
an
relevant on
Instagram?
TikTok
Hey, I'm
is
getting
unlikely.
Instagram?
Right now,
I
I'm
do
live.
not.
Yes, I have
on
Instagram.
the
I'm
after
asking
party.
Jenna.
Yeah, hear all these motherfuckers talking shit.
Everyone be
Let them know
quiet.
about TikTok.
There you
Why
go.
is it on?
Jenna.
That's that right there.
Everyone.
We are working.
Jenna. You have an Instagram?
I do not have an
It's a
Instagram.
lot of
Girl, what?
What?
I would love to follow you. Be friends with you.
We lost it.
Cool. Fuck Mikey.
Jenna, can I be your friend?
I have a Facebook.
Mikey being relevant on TikTok is unlikely.
What the?
Oh my god, that was weak sauce.
Yeah, you know these
You know what he's trying to do? He's trying to bait me into a
Russ,
rap battle
Russ.
with him.
Russ, what's weak sauce?
That what you just did, that was weak sauce.
He's trying
What
to,
was weak
he's trying to bar me up. I see he's trying to
No,
bait
hold
me.
on.
I did it.
I thought I heard G-Man.
I friended you.
Oh,
What's
I kid.
what's weak sauce, Russ?
What's weak sauce? What
Yeah.
you just did. That's
What did I just did?
What did you did?
you
Oh,
just
was
tried
that
to take
Oz?
him
Pull up
into
in
a
the
rap
wrong
battle, and that was weak sauce. That rap-
Okay. So
I take back the
Russ-
G-Man comment.
Hold on.
You could be
Wait.
but watch the queen.
So, hold on. So Russ,
First
I was actually having fun because Mikey and I have fun and we have banter back and forth. It was not that. So
Oz.
good shit.
Oz,
Good shit, bro.
Oz,
Good shit.
Oz.
Yo.
Oz, fuck with you, Oz. Calm down. Calm down there. Calm
So,
down there.
so here's the thing: if y'all ever see me and
Oh, I'm good.
if y'all ever see me and Oz in a fight, help Oz.
Help Oz.
I love it. I love it. Oz is the new rage.
Hey, Mikey.
He's all the rage.
Oz is all the right.
Mikey, I'll give you an address.
I ain't coming
Roll up.
down there.
205.
Down there? What are you talking about down there?
Do you guys all live close to each other? Is that the deal?
No, I live far away from
I live-
everybody.
Like literally everybody in this room probably lives far away.
I live next to a playground, so Oz ain't
What's that?
allowed nowhere near where I'm at.
Fuck you.
Jay, what state are you
I'll
in?
make my
And
2
were you
points.
born
Thank you
there,
very
or-
much.
I live in the north and winter is here.
Can Who asked?
I live in fucking
we got
Utah.
18 inches of snow here yesterday.
I live
All
in
right, so yeah, winter really ain't here because
Maryland?
climate change. We got like an inch.
Maryland.
We got
I live
You're
in
in
Mary.
Utah? Weird.
Does
Were you
anyone
born there?
live near Maryland?
I'm posting it now.
No. I live all the way in Texas.
Fucking first one.
I live in the
The
mitten.
very first post.
Michigan. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyone live near Baltimore, Maryland?
I have a friend that
I
lives
like Lamar Jackson. Does that count?
Yes, that does count. Go Lamar Jackson. I love him so much.
Okay.
I'm about to start singing the whole Hairspray.
Okay, you can leave your mic right where it was. We hear you just fine, honey.
We don't have to do this.
Don't have to pick it up. Don't
None
have
of
to
this.
do it.
None of this.
Hey, Russ. Remember how I was just trying to get her not to do the thing that you're fucking doing, ass clown? You want to go backstage? I told you not on the
Sounds
carpet.
like some Charlie Brown teacher talking to people right here.
I told you not on the carpet.
Love you all.
I love you too.
Okay, I live so close to Neil. If he ran out of beer, I could have beer over at his house by the end of the stream.
What? You can have beer over here in like fucking 15, 20 minutes.
I would like to say that there is a person that lives very near me, and I'm going to see him. I'm going over to his house very soon.
Ooh, what's his
Captain
name?
Dadpool, who is
Mm.
going to be on Neil, the 604 Atheist show on
Oh,
Thursday.
wait. Hold on. Let me bring you full screen.
What?
That was a delicious plug. Now we're gonna do take two. Everybody, let's ready at one. Lighting's
two.
good. Lighting's good. All right, now Kay,
Yeah.
I want you to deliver this fucking message. Don't tell me. You fucking deliver. Everybody ready? Speed
Work it.
and
Action.
motherfucking Russ. You're fucking backstage. You son of a bitch. I fucking warned you. Come on here, Jeff.
I have to go
Is this going on TikTok?
persona.
All right, hold on. All right.
Oh, wait.
Speed and action.
So, Captain Dadpool, who is actually going to be on Neil, the 604 Atheist, lives very close to me, and he's amazing. And he's going to be on this show on Thursday. And I'm also going to see him in a few weeks at his house because he's the only person that lives near me. So, there you go. That's the best I can do.
Awesome. I'm not going to
All right.
upstage you until the end of the show.
Cut and print. We're out of here, guys. Call it a day. We're gonna call it a day.
But by the end of the show, I will tell you all about my next face to face. But I'm clearly not going to try to upstage the guest of honor tonight. So I'll wait to the end of the show or before I go to bed.
Technically, my next face to face will be with Oz and Jeff. And
Well, I can't upstage that. That's just awesome. So.
And Baphometal, who, if you're on TikTok, Baphometal and Lilith is right 666. They are really good friends.
I have heard that name, and I don't even watch TikTok. How is that possible?
I don't know. They're also going to be in Georgia for the meetup. They're amazing people, and if you are on TikTok, you should follow them because they're amazing, and I love them so much.
I don't know where I heard Lilith 666, but I've heard it, and I don't own a TikTok. I've never had a TikTok.
It's in the Bible.
She has a lot of followers, and she does piss a lot of people off with the Bible.
Oz is definitely right. Lilith is definitely from the Bible.
Well, yeah, but Lilith 666. I've heard of that username before. That's what I'm saying, and I don't own a TikTok.
Lilith underscore is underscore
Yeah,
right.
I don't know. That's weird.
There's another atheist TikToker that I came across that I watched a video just recently where this guy was going off about how atheism isn't. He's like, y'all don't even know what the Bible says. And atheism is just a lack of knowledge about the Bible. And then it cuts to her, and she starts reading a passage in ancient Hebrew. And she's like, yeah, please tell me more about what I don't fucking know.
That's Al Biddy.
Yes, that's her.
Yep.
I fucking love her.
Yeah, she knows
I
Hebrew.
am so in the dark, man. I have my OCD kills me.
Literally a goddess.
So here's an interesting thing. So she was doing a lot of political stuff.
Hey, Jeff. And I'm not being a smartass at all because I do need because I know you're gonna make a story and enjoy your point, and I need to go. So I just wanted to say
Sure.
goodbye.
Let's make this all about you.
All right, so I'll shut up. Go ahead, Jeff. Go ahead.
No, you got to go.
No, Oz, come on. So anyway,
That-
how did he?
Oh no, she was making political stuff, and she only had like 5,000 viewers. She started making stuff about how she knows Hebrew and such, and got 90,000.
I know Hebrew.
Well, nobody cares about you.
That's true.
You have to be a young, good-looking female to get that much attention.
Never been, probably never will be.
Well,
We don't know that if you try hard enough.
I'm not good
You have
looking
to
or
believe,
young.
Neil. You have to believe.
Yeah, you have to. You know, you gotta work at it.
I'm a young,
Oz.
good-looking woman.
Oz.
Fake news.
It's real if I believe it is.
Oz.
Hey, now.
Hey
Is
now.
she-
Hey now.
Oz, are you fucking sulking?
I think.
Oh.
Oh, he's TikToking. He's TikToking right now.
Okay. That
You
makes
see?
sense.
He was trying to leave, but he got on TikTok and now he can't stop. See?
No, it actually had nothing to do with TikTok.
Nobody
What I
likes
was
that
gonna
video yet.
You know, I'll just say I love all of you, and I'm going to take care of some emails. Try to set up debates even for Jeff. I have 2 debates to set up for Jeff. So
2? Who's the other one?
yeah, well, now you're not going to know. So
Fine. You know what we should? We can do blind debates with Jeff, where I get
Those are
5
the
minutes
best
to prepare.
debates.
Well,
Those
you know,
are the
Jeff,
best ones.
We're setting up a blind debate, you and me, right now.
Okay, I'm ready.
Those are the
Topic.
debates you come equipped with. Fuck all, like just
You tell.
fuck,
you
fuck,
can
fuck.
tell me the topic and what my opinion is supposed to be, and I'll run with it.
Okay. Well, that's what we'll
Like
do.
debate club, then you're doing
Yeah,
sparring.
basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we're gonna do.
Extemporaneous. There you go. That's
Neil
nice.
the 604 thirst trap.
Oz, set it up. Set it up. The blind debate between me and Jeff.
yeah, Russ, you don't want them problems.
The
You don't want
topic.
them problems.
What we can do is put a bunch of topics in like a roulette table,
Yeah.
and just let them roll, and then the position, pro or con, will be divided up after that
Yeah. There
with a
we
coin
go.
toss.
That'd be quite fun to do.
Yeah, the next time you get a stream going with Anthony Magnabosco, you guys should do the pulling it out of the hat thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be.
I could probably get Anthony on.
Oh, he's been on. Didn't you? Were you on that stream with him and 2 or 3 other guys the other day? Jeff?
I was
Mhm.
not.
Yeah.
Cool. No, all I was going to say was goodbye. So, Neil, as always, thanks for having me on. And
Always a pleasure, my friend.
I hate goodbyes.
wherever Mikey went, fuck you.
He's hiding backstage.
Mikey, if you need to put me
Yeah.
backstage just for you to come up and to respond to that, do it.
He's cursing your name right now.
Obviously, K Nevs and just.
Oh.
What did you guys want me to respond to? I'm sorry, I was getting an ice cold Coca-Cola. What am I responding to? I don't even know who said anything because I have my headphones off. But I have a fairly good idea it was Oz. So was I right in that?
Oz.
assumption?
It was
Cool.
Oz.
What did Oz have to
And
say?
now he's gone. He left.
And now he's gone.
Coward.
He wanted to say goodbye. Is what he wanted to say.
And he said, "Fuck you, Mikey."
Oh, that's
Something
fine.
along those lines.
Well, then I made the right call, essentially.
Jenna, do you want to play What's Kay Eating?
Oh,
See,
It's time for our favorite
Yogurt.
segment.
she's eating for me.
why am I here? I'm not eating nothing.
Not eating Neil.
It looks
I'm really
healthy.
hungry.
There you go.
Okay.
Just use your imagination, people.
All right.
What you eating, Kay?
Are you eating like pimento dip?
Ooh, that's my
Is it hummus? Is it hummus?
You're taking over my segment today.
It's hummus. I got it right.
And for that,
I tried that once and I thought I died.
Russ, that's not how that plays. Those are really good.
How's that not how that play?
Pita
I won.
chips and roasted red pepper hummus.
Woo!
Ooh, that's the good one.
Gluten free. There she go. Gluten
Love
free.
the roasted red pepper.
Also, Kay, Mikey
Sounds
hates
like my
the
version of hell.
plastic bag right next to the microphone.
yeah, I mean, if you have a bowl of any kind, that would be excellent.
I got
I
a
mean,
bowl.
you're pulling a real Irish Swede right now, where he just takes like
What are you talking
a
about?
whole fucking crackly container of Girl Scout cookies. He's like, "Hey, how you doing, guys?"
You say bowl. I don't think food.
This is the loudest ASMR I've ever heard.
I get that you're not wearing headphones, Kay, but can you plug some in real quick? I have an air horn. I'm going to return the favor. Hold on. Two minutes.
Kay's got some fans.
Oh, hey. Oh, beautiful goddess, Kay.
Hi, Rhiannon.
So I'm gonna make lip smacking noises and.
Oh no, you're not. No, you're not. You're gonna get a free ticket to the backstage. You fucking.
I don't know, man. That kind of turned me on. Don't do that no more.
Let me drop my voice an octave or two and just talk to everybody. Hey,
So,
bro.
to be honest, I have some experience with TikTok. I don't have a TikTok, but everyone like posts TikTok videos on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? I saw this kid with the deepest goddamn voice. He's probably like, I don't know, 19, 20. Like probably like a college kid or whatever.
Is he like Xerxes from 300?
I
am a benevolent god.
I'll tell you what it did. I'll tell you what he did, and then it will make all the sense of the world. Everybody knows the Halo theme.
Yeah.
No, the chanting. That's
the part. That's the beginning of it.
Right. Before Joe Satriani kicks in, it's that
Never played it.
Gregorian chant, yes.
Like that shit. He was sitting in a stairwell, like a mini floored building.
Oh, I think I've seen that video.
His deep ass voice. I was like, he's singing that an entire octave down. Holy shit!
Yeah,
it sounded great.
I've never played Halo.
There's another guy.
We're gonna have some.
Neither have I.
I haven't either.
Halo's great.
There's another guy.
It's glorious. You'll love it.
There's another guy who can get who sounds really damn close.
I don't care.
Who sounds really damn close to Corpse Husband on YouTube. Who he also has a very deep voice, and it always shocks the hell out of everybody whenever he talks in like a voice chat with people who've never talked to him before. And so he sits there and he does it's really, really deep like that as well.
Yeah, I was a WoW player, which means I never played any other video game until I stopped playing WoW. Ever.
Cool.
Yeah, I
What
wasted like 6 years of my life.
What expansion of WoW did you quit on?
It was like after the pandas, so whatever one came after that one.
I quit before the pandas.
Wrath of the Lich King, man, that was like the best years of my life. I'm just gonna say it. I'm a dork.
Well, then you didn't waste it. Then quit trying to besmirch video games like that.
Man, now I play like good video games. Like I no, I don't. I never play video games.
Dude, the only thing that made WoW good was the friends you played with, and that was everything. And because I tried to go back and was like, well, I don't know anybody anymore, and this sucks.
I raided with Paragon, and that was like the peak. And then I quit, and then I went back, and I was like nobody, and I was like, yeah, this sucks. I don't like this game anymore.
hey X, I sent you a DM of something everybody should hear in their free time. I don't know who's playing something, but yeah, we can hear that. Jeff, is that you? Maybe. Nope.
Maybe that's sweet.
Ooh, I think it's Mikey.
I'm nothing. I got nothing.
I kid.
Jenna, is it you again?
God damn it, Jenna! Knock it off. Be a professional.
Hi. New headphones.
But if you guys have not heard of the band Slaughter to Prevail, they're a Russian brutal as fuck metal band.
Fuck, man, I'm following Gal Gadot on TikTok.
It's freaking
Neil fucked in.
Sorry.
TikTok thirst
trap. Yep, right up my alley, Mikey. Thank you.
Now wait a minute. I gotta find the seconds for it. But if you get to about halfway through the song, there is a breakdown. This dude has the lowest guttural screams I have ever heard on a human being.
Is it Agony?
No. It's like the Agony. I know them. And misery signals, and like I love brutal ass shit.
What is the name of the song? Agony by Slaughter to Prevail.
No. This is Demolisher.
Oh, never mind.
It is some of
What's
the.
me? I don't get
Probably the noise that we were.
Are you
that Mike was
listening?
hearing.
Are your TikTok
Oh,
videos
yeah.
playing sounds that we're hearing?
It's on TikTok. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
so
thought I
you-
turned it down.
Sorry,
And then
Jenna. I
TikTok
blame
forever.
you.
Oh,
I
okay.
blame
Neil,
you.
you have
I'm so sorry.
Neil, you have a Yeti. Unless you turn your phone off, we're gonna hear it.
Yeah, it's a
Oh.
pretty low growl on that guy.
It's insane how deep he gets.
People need to listen to Necrogoblicon.
Never heard of either one of those.
That's what they called me back in college.
There's a band. They're a band, but they do a lot of funny kind of death metal songs where it's like, we need a gimmick.
I have to say, like, I have clicked on some of X's links on Twitter for music, and it changed my life.
It's good shit, man.
Yeah, it changed my life.
Hold on, dude. I got you, Rage. Don't worry about it.
But
What's your
whenever
Twitter-
y'all were
what's your
talking
Twitter
about,
at the Rage.
We're not playing any more
No, I think
goddamn
it's
music
not
on my
the future.
channel during these things because I keep getting fucking.
I know. I'm sending it to him in the thing, so it's not a.
he's saying it to him in a private DM.
I have a
Oh,
question.
yeah. I
Y'all?
will find it too.
Yeah,
I didn't
Mikey,
listen.
Hold on, guys. Go ahead, Kay. Go ahead, Kay.
Back to you, Kay.
I was wondering what kind of music everyone listens to.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Go around in the circle.
Not country.
I concur with that. Not country. Yes.
I like
that's-
some country.
I gotta go.
some is decent. Like some is decent. Yeah, I'll give you that. But like most country, I'm just like, no.
Like you can't, like Shania Twain. How can you not love her?
She's annoying as hell.
Easily.
Yeah, very
I
easily.
love her.
He's
How
also
dare
from
you.
Canada.
I like Southern rock, but I don't like when they talk one way and then it's like stop yodeling for 2 seconds and sing the damn song. Just sing it. Don't do any extra fucking vocal techniques. Sing it.
But
Sing
you gotta
it.
like, save a horse, ride a cowboy.
Well, and your Ford 150
I
just
walked into the
isn't.
room passing out $100 bills. And
Your Ford 150 isn't suitable for a love song. I'm sorry.
Okay, so has anybody ever heard
Because I drive a Ford F-150. Thank
job,
you.
Tons of Mike.
okay, the best country song ever written, the absolute best country song ever written, is from a terrible racist country singer by the name of David Allan Coe.
Which one?
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Holy shit.
You never even called me by my name.
Oh,
The
God.
best fucking country song ever written.
I've heard it, and you're right.
So for those who haven't heard it, the whole entire song, he's over here saying how this girl never calls him by his name, and then at the very end, he sits there and says that a friend of his wrote the song, and he told him that it was a perfect country western song.
Except it didn't have anything about railroads.
It didn't
or
have
your
anything about
mama.
mama,
Yeah,
prison.
trains, or trucks, or prison,
Another verse.
or getting drunk.
So he writes an entire fucking verse involving all that shit.
Yeah. And that verse goes like this here. I was drunk the day my mom got out of prison. And I went to pick her up.
Oh, by all
in
means,
the
don't
rain.
sing it. Yeah,
I
you-
listened to that song knowing what a douchebag he is, and I liked it. And I'm like, oh my God, I feel awful. I just feel
So-
awful.
I have a
There's
question. I have a question.
Oh, go
What
ahead.
about Johnny Cash? Is like some Johnny Cash? Is he
love
Western
Johnny Cash.
or country?
So
It's kind of folk blues.
Johnny Cash is Johnny Cash, man.
Johnny Cash is goth
I
country,
don't know if
dude.
he's like
And
considered.
he's fucking awesome.
So
No, there's some people that consider him country, but a lot of people don't.
I think he was just like his own thing, and he blended everything together. And
Yeah, Live from
sometimes
Folsom.
it was garbage, and sometimes it was just like the most brilliant shit you ever heard in your life.
Everybody should listen to fucking Live from Folsom Prison.
Yes.
Everybody should listen to that.
Yes. Oh, such a brilliant album.
On the
so
on
great.
the note of country music, there's a comedian who is my favorite person probably in the world, Bo Burnham, who does a song about country music.
God, he does one also about from God's perspective. That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, and he also has Rant, which is another like religious song about his time in Catholic school. But he basically does like a song about country music and how like a lot of them are
It's pandering.
pandering to their working class audience.
My $3,000 boots with
filthy
your,
rich.
his best song ever though is "World on Fire."
Susan Skeptis Turpin. Yes, he does. Chip McCap.
Oh, that's Susan from Divine Disbelief. Hey, Susan.
That's it's pronounced skept tits.
Yeah.
Skeptics. Skeptics.
Yes, it's the name I gave her.
Skeptics. I love that.
She wears it with pride.
I wish I would have thought of that. That's amazing.
So we were asking what music people listen to. Does anybody have any just out there shit that they listen to?
I love Lady Gaga.
I like Lady Gaga too.
Lady Gaga.
Does anybody else listen to Danheim?
I'm a hip hop guy. I love like hardcore gangster shit.
I listen
to. I got a question. Hold on, I got a question for Rage. Now, Rage, this is gonna test you.
What up?
You're gonna decide if we ever become like real bros or not.
All right.
Become cutties or not.
Who wins in a battle between Mos Def and Lupe Fiasco?
Oh, Mos Def.
Bye.
Lupe Fiasco.
Hard disagree.
So for one, I've never heard of the other guy. But I'm a slam poet.
Mikey, we're gonna have to go backstage because I'm
a slam poet, and as a slam poet, I have to say Mos Def, brilliant poetry, and he hosted Def Poetry Jam for year after year after year.
I know, but that's like saying this gold brick is better than this box of question mark. You know, it's
you could have asked me like, Mos Def or Tupac, and I would have said Mos Def and thought Tupac. I'm just saying.
Okay, wait, look, Lupe Fiasco was so fucking awesome that what ended up happening was he got banned from a lot of the fucking everything. And he got blackballed, and then he went underground and still.
I'm gonna ask y'all a question
for everybody.
All right, so y'all, Lupe Fiasco, whatever. Do y'all know who Immortal Technique is?
Yes,
I've heard.
They all praise everyone that you can think of that you want to name praises Lupe Fiasco.
Yes,
including Immortal Technique.
Maybe, probably, but I've just never heard that. Immortal Technique to me is the epitome of hip hop, and it's a mix of poetry, politics, and society. If you haven't heard of Immortal Technique, that is my guy. That is my guy.
You're gonna fucking love Lupe. Rage, what are you doing tomorrow?
I'm gonna be listening. Trust me. I'm totally gonna be listening.
I'm gonna take you on a tour, Rage. This is gonna be great.
Mikey, drop that knowledge bomb.
Just hold on, everybody. Hold on. Rage, I'm gonna take you on a tour of the greatest musical experience of your fucking life, and I'm so grateful that I get to be the concierge,
the curator. There you go.
I hope so.
We're gonna have so much fun. What are you doing tomorrow? Or what are you doing tonight? You up late tonight? I gotta go.
No, but I'm free tomorrow. But tonight I'm getting close to my daughter wakes up for school in the morning.
All right, we'll talk later. Go ahead, y'all. Which y'all answer.
Yeah, but no. I wrote his name down, and yeah, please send me whatever. I'm always down to hear some new music. But again, if you've never heard Immortal Technique, I'm just saying.
Mike,
I've never heard any of the fucking names.
Look up Danheim.
I don't even know what you guys talking about.
What?
I'm talking Revolution. Revolution
will not be televised.
Those guys were hilarious.
No, am I muted or something?
No, you're not.
You're not muted.
That's fine.
No, when multiple people are talking, we can't hear each other. So say again, Kay.
Have y'all ever heard of Watsky?
Watsky? No.
Kind of ringing a bell, but I can't say for certain.
In my head, Dad Sick just keeps popping in, but I think that's just my dyslexia.
Watsky. He's a rapper, kind of. He's really good.
Kind of.
Really, really good.
I like kind of rappers. I really do. I like people that mix shit up.
So it's that's the thing, is that it's like a mixture of genres. Like he raps over classical piano music at one point. You know what I mean? Like it's really, really good. And he's very, very smart. Like his raps are smart raps.
I like classical. I like classical
too. I think a weird genre of music I listen to a lot is like choral, like choir music. I don't know why.
I don't know why I thought of a coral reef when you said that. I was like, what the fuck? Coral
I heard coral and I thought climate change, end of the world. Fuck, I need to go to bed.
Another good one is dueling cellos.
I thought Nemo.
I think my weird one would be Korean or Japanese music.
Oh,
Okay.
What Japanese music you listen to?
they throw
BTS.
down.
I'll be honest. Most of my Japanese music is anything that comes off anime. I just find
yes.
full length song and just learn the shit.
I bought some. I bought some because I was so excited about it. I was like, "This is this is a good ass song."
Okay, so if you watch Naruto or you watch like
Oh,
Full Metal
I know.
Alchemist,
I know all the fucking songs. I know
okay,
all-
so Asian Kung Fu Generation is the band.
yes,
Yes.
yes,
That is quite possibly one of the best rock groups I've ever heard in my life.
yes,
Ooh.
yes.
I love those guys.
What is it called again?
Asian Kung Fu Generation.
Okay, found it.
Holy shit!
The album is called Solfa, SOL-FA. It's one of the best albums I've heard in my life. I fucking love every minute of that thing.
2004. Okay.
I think I have that on my phone.
Yeah, I listen to a lot of everything, so I don't know exactly what I would classify as out there. But I mean, my range goes from like classical music to fucking Frank Sinatra to country to rap to everything. So I don't know exactly what I would classify as out there exactly.
Okay, I've got an obscure one for somebody out there. They came with Warped Tour, like all of like one half of a tour. They were an Icelandic hip hop band called Quarashi.
No.
Holy shit!
Quarashi, and they sound like a
Say it again. Say it again. Spell it again. Goddamn.
Quar Ash Quarashi. Yeah, Quarashi.
Oh, there it is. Yep.
I think I might have heard about these on your stream.
And so Quarashi, they had like one song that made it into a movie and a couple of like EA soundtracks, but they were relatively unknown, but they sound like the fucking Beastie Boys. So I'm a big fan.
Oh, I love the Beastie Boys. Well, I don't love them, but I enjoy
Like we're talking check your head era of Beastie Boys.
All I know is you got to fight for your right.
to party.
Like their worst song.
It's a great song.
So has anybody ever listened to Luminous while they're shaving?
I know one guy in particular who does.
Is it Rusty?
I'm gonna load up my little one-hit wonder tube. Man.
Well, I don't know.
Has anyone checked on him lately?
Right?
Yep.
Yo, so let me tell you.
Video that was how much was it, Mikey? It was like fucking 200 and something.
So I checked in on the results after our episode on Saturday because Kay, I don't know if you knew this. Some dude has this channel where he shaves with a straight razor in the mirror with his 360 GoPro going. This is already funny. And the only reason I found it was because I looked up Luminous, which is the name of Neil's band, and the song Tangled, which is the intro and outro for his videos. And I see this dude. He's got like 40, 50 videos of him shaving to someone's song. which was different. And
that's great.
And of course, I was a little high. I couldn't help but tell everybody. So we all watched it. And then Neil put it on fucking Twitter. So then even more people watched it.
And we all liked it. And we all shared it.
So to begin with, this guy had like 30 subs, like 39 subs. The video had like 13, 14 views. And then like the 360 version had like 30 views. One's at 100, one's at 212. And he's got like 100 something followers. Like in like 3 days. Because I just stumbled across it a little high. And I will find the link. And I will find the link to Buddy and post it again so we can get him monetized for shaving to Neil's song, which is the strangest way I think that anyone's ever gotten monetized.
Hey, Aunt Jura out there in the chat, Baby Metal is good, but I want to one up you on this one. You need to listen to Lady Baby is the band from Japan you need to listen to, because it's these two girls that are the idol kind of singers for like this metal band, but they also have an Australian wrestler that dresses up in lolly gear too. So,
whoa,
fucking fantastic band.
That's hilarious.
That's beautiful.
Neil, did you guys shoot a video?
Oh, and Kendra says mindless self-indulgence. If no one's listened to mindless self-indulence,
yes.
you're doing it wrong. MSI's fucking great.
Life.
Fucking listen to Clarissa. It'll change your life.
Listen to what?
Goddamn,
the song is called
Sanders out
Clarissa.
loud.
The song is called what?
Clarissa.
That's very close to my name. Very interesting.
I really.
That's why I thought I was like, what? What? I thought you were saying my name.
It's the album Frankenstein
Say my
Girls.
name.
Frankenstein Girls Will Seem Strangely Sexy is the name of the band.
Looking
Or
around
name of the
in all
album, sorry.
wrong places.
But like they don't have a song that's like more than 2 minutes long.
Ooh, I'm a badass.
And you won't regret it. Like I've never regretted clicking any of the links that X has put on his Twitter. Like
Yeah, me either.
I can't remember any of them, but they were great.
I listen to some weird shit and I listen to everything, you know. I'll give
gotta
anything
say,
a
though,
shot.
I gotta say though, kids, younger people who try to tell me to listen to some music really piss me off because they'd be like, there's this really old band Nirvana, and I'm like, shut the fuck up.
Oh my god.
Don't fucking even. Don't you dare.
So one thing,
I
because
hate to break it to you, but they're old now.
so
They are, but stop it, Neil.
so
They're
I
played
work.
on our classic rock station.
They're not old, they're
Anyway.
immortal.
I work with a lot of like teenagers and shit. So I will get a lot of that, right? So they'll like, hey, Mikey, you gotta check out this new group. They're amazing. I'm like, all right, man, I'll give it a spin. Like I used to DJ. I'm a musician. Let me give it a spin. Let me look.
What is that?
I'm like, if you ever share this bullshit with me again, I will fucking fire you.
Oh, mumble rap?
Ever do that to me again? You'll be fucking unemployed, you little shit. This is garbage. This is
I
not
have to
music.
say,
How
No,
dare you.
Mikey, what you need to do is you need to turn that into a training session. Be like, okay, if you want to hear some shit like this, where it's kind of like distorted and kind of mumbly, I'm going to let you listen to Death Grips.
No, I'm gonna fire them and never talk to them again, and I hope their life goes poorly for the rest of their days. How dare you?
I would like an example of what
Oh,
you're
shit.
talking. Oh, shit.
Of that shitty music?
I need
Yeah.
a fucking joint. I'll be right back.
Because
Takashi 69.
unfortunately, I feel like I would probably like it.
So I produce and I make beats and shit, right? So one thing that really pisses me off is when people decide that they're now producers and they're now sound engineers, and they get on their Pro Tools and they call it quote unquote microwaving the beat, aka the mid lows, if that makes any sense. So the lower tones, but not the subwoofer tones. They boost the shit out of them because they have shitty little fucking punk ass 5.5-inch round speakers in their fucking cars. And that's the only thing that they can get. So they have fucking engineered the music to blow out their shitty speakers, and it sounds like absolute utter garbage.
I love a heavy bass. So again, I'm Bo Burnham because I can't stop talking about him.
He's not these guys.
But Bo Burnham makes a song about like hip hop nowadays and how it's like beat fetishism.
He should really stay in his lane, or else I'm really going to go after him. And I know you like him, and I've been nice to him.
No.
But I
What
need him
I'm
to stay
saying
in
is
his
that he's saying that a lot of people now make beat fetishism and then rap like anything over it. And all that's really good about the song is like a very heavy bass, basically. And unfortunately, I fall into that category. Anything with like a really heavy bass and a really good beat, I'm like, I don't care. I'm probably going to love the song. It's just, it is what it is.
There's a band called Danheim that if you like a really heavy bass, but at the point where it's very folk of ancient Nordic at the same time, it is really good.
Wait, what is it
Well,
called?
I've listened to them. Yeah, they're great.
Danheim.
Dan.
DANHEIM.
Okay.
I'm just going to look up all this.
They'll transport you back to like 700 AD Norway, Sweden.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
A lot
I
of
don't want to be there.
the core,
I want to be there.
Mm-mm.
a lot of the like the
I love
choir
that kind of music.
that I love, unfortunately, is very religious. But the tones are so beautiful that I can't stop listening.
God is an awesome God.
I like good. If a song has religious tones, but it's a great song, I love it.
Well, and
Music
then-
rules. I love
I usually
Christmas
just
music.
write new
It's
words.
more like the music that I love is like hymnals. So it's strictly religious, very religious, but the choir in creating like such a beautiful sound, I can't help but love it. I can't help it. And I'm like, I thank you, God. Like in my car. Like, I'm an atheist saying I thank you, God, for singing it. But it's
I kind of agree. Like I love Catholic like hymns, like that choir, like the God sound. If I'm talking a lot of smack about God, those are like my favorite background music.
Okay, I understand because I grew up on country, so you can hate me for all you like. But
that's because you're from the South. Come
yes,
on.
Yes.
I would have hated you. I would have hated you for 15 other reasons. So we can name that one. That's fine.
Right. So, but
that hat being one of them. I'm just
one
saying.
of the songs that I like is
They got
actually
soap
from
and water in Texas.
They got what?
Soap and water.
Of course. This one's a clean hat. Thank you
That's
very
a
much.
white hat.
I kid with
No,
Russ. I actually I like your hat. I wish I had it.
Well, you know what? For the nice price of like $10 at Tractor Supply, you can get one too.
Back when I was in my metal band, I used to always buy a crazy shirt or hat before every show. And I think at one point I did buy a John Deere shirt.
Yeah.
That was like 36 sizes too small because that was the screamo fucking edgy shit to do. And I did wear it for one day. I had a Super Mario Brothers shirt too, like for that when that game came out on fucking not GameCube. What was the portable one?
Game Boy?
DS?
Game Boy Advance?
Yes. The new Super Mario Brothers, when that shit came out, they had a t-shirt at Target and I bought it in the little boy size, like medium or some shit. And I fucking
extra medium. There you go.
Yeah, they had to fucking tear it off of me because I couldn't get it off of my head.
Like I haven't worn a medium since I was like 12.
But anyways, so one of the songs that I like a lot is from Blake Shelton, and it's called God's Country. And so like the entire chorus he says
it's called How I Met Gwen Stefani.
The entire verse he says and goes like one part of the verse he says the devil went down to Georgia but he didn't stick around because this is God's country. And so I fucking hate it that it's it's religiously type of thing, but I fucking love it.
But I thought the devil went down to Georgia looking for a soul to steal.
Well, he was in a bind and he was way behind.
He was willing to make a deal.
Right.
On film, playing it hot.
Up on a hickory stump said, "Boy, let me tell you what."
I don't know.
But I'm a fiddle player too.
Oh, so we started now.
Mikey, just go
Anyway.
listen to the Primus version. It's fine.
So
Does anyone like a day to remember? Let's go.
There you go. I told you we were going to be friends before it was all said and done. I told you.
I knew it.
Yeah.
How can you not like Mikey? He's like the most adorable human being ever.
Sir
I'm-
Michael? Yes.
I'm Sir Michael. Is that my title now?
That's what I'm
Sir
calling
Michael.
you now.
Sir Michael of the Famine.
Just call me Sir Famine, if anything. Because
I
Michael.
think I'm missing my calling. I need to just do one of those fucking React channels. I should just do that with music.
Yo, I am not. Yo, Outcast.
I love reaction channels. Like I am addicted to that shit.
All right, Rage X. We'll talk after this. I got some ideas. You just need to hear me out. I got a 5-minute elevator.
I am so addicted to that shit. Like, I can't get enough of it.
I can't stop watching. I could watch the fucking video my goddamn self, but I have to watch someone else.
Yeah, I know, right?
What the hell is wrong with me?
We were talking about Bo Burnham. I watched someone reacting to his From God's Perspective song. The entire first part, they're just sitting there like this. And then all of a sudden he goes, "You're not going to heaven." And they just absolutely lost it for whatever reason at that point.
Dude, I have been contemplating on making a Knock Loves channel for so long to where I just react to music videos because I love that shit. I can't get enough of it.
We're going to call the channel Chimera Reacts.
Chimera Reacts.
Wow.
We all have to fit into one giant overstuffed T-shirt. 3 different head holes in it.
I love Cody Co. as a reaction channel.
Oh, Cody Co is one of my favorite YouTube channels ever. I love that dude. Yeah,
Nem raps.
He's only like 5'2". He's like half of me, and I'm like, yeah, he's the man. He's the man.
Second best YouTuber out there, I should say, besides me, of course. Stop.
You're freaking.
Please calm your Dave Chappelle.
That's my real laugh, Jenna. Okay, it's not my fault. Dave Chappelle made my laugh popular. I've always laughed like this. It's not my fault.
I thought more.
I always said you should be monetized.
I thought more than counts.
Yo,
To get royalties.
Chappelle's trying to sue everybody else and try to get everybody to stop doing his content. Motherfucker, quit doing my laugh without my goddamn permission. You ain't paid me a red cent.
I thought it sounded more like the Count from Sesame Street.
That is a good point. Yeah, I hear it now.
Well, apparently, guys, I am now unemployed, so I will be.
I'm so sorry.
Welcome to America.
Oh, I'm fired. I'm turning this bitch up on my way out.
I'm not unemployed, but I get unemployment. I mean, that's the state of America.
Actually, you're really going to like this. According to the new submission of the economic plan that got submitted to Congress to start debating, was a complete ban on right-to-work states.
Oh my God, are you serious?
Yeah.
I live in a right-to-work state. And a right-to-work state isn't like a right to work; it's a right to fire.
Pretty much they can fire you for whatever they want.
Pretty much, Kate. If I was an employer and you were openly atheist, I can sit there and say,
yes,
you're fired.
Yes, it's happened to me. It's happened to me, and Chris is telling me bullshit, and I'm like, dude, no, it literally. I got this tattoo. I got fired, and they're like, oh no, you didn't. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, what?
Maryland.
Mikey, it only affects pretty small companies.
Mikey, you're next. Go ahead, Mikey.
Thank you. Have any of you been fired?
No.
Damn, Jeff. This isn't Jeopardy. You ain't got a ding in the quickest. Shit.
What is no?
What the hell was what? Who has a dinger? What the fuck? What is happening? What alternate reality is this?
I was smoking weed. Maybe that was me. I don't know.
It was like, who has anyone been fired? And did you have like a dramatic exit upon your firing? Because I think that would be a good story. Oh, sweet! I would have
when haven't I been fired? Let me think.
Hold on. Sue's got one in the chamber.
Yeah.
Tell us all about it, but do not name any businesses or anything that will get any of us in trouble.
Give me a second to prepare myself on this one because I'm gonna have to remove a lot of names.
Yeah. Like make bullet points so that you don't fuck up.
I'm like a former conservative Republican that has eventually through my life. I claim socialism now, and I get to the point with my employers. I'm like, "Fuck you, master," and yeah, that doesn't work well with employers, So, yeah.
I thought I was about to get fired from a union job.
So I've been really. Oh, Jeff found his soundboard. You beautiful, beautiful man. I love Jeff. You know why I love Jeff? Because Jeff looks like Zach Braff.
Quiet.
Jeff, are you Zach Braff?
Yes.
China.
Yes. China.
He is.
Donald Trump has small hands.
And a mushroom penis. Don't forget that.
He died like a dog.
Poor Melania. That in vitro must have been really expensive.
All right, sweet. Do you have your story ready?
You got it. We can still.
If not, I have a
Go
story.
ahead.
Yeah, you go first. All right.
I
Hold on, asshole. Let me fucking put you in the main screen. Please tell us.
So thankfully, I actually didn't get fired, but I almost got fired because.
Then no, you don't qualify. What the fuck?
No, I'm just saying that this to give.
You've never been fired. You're such a
I've been
conformist.
fired.
You're such
fired.
a conformist.
I was working a union job, and what we do during lunch and stuff is we gamble because fuck it, why not? And so somebody videotaped us gambling and put it on Facebook. And the boss messaged on the post saying to take it down, and they did. Well, the boss came up to us while we were in the middle of working and says, I'm gonna need y'all two to come with me. He's like, well, boss, I deleted that video. And he goes, it's too late. Somebody here from the plant saw it and they want y'all gone now. And we're like, I was like, oh shit, what the fuck? And he sat there and was like, the other guy was like, all right, boss, lead the way. And so we walked in a big, humongous fucking circle. And he says, get back to work. And then he sat there and was like, wait. Before you do that, though, let's go fuck with the other guys. And so he had us go by the trailer where all the foremen sat. And he had the other guys come down. And he sat there and he asked the steward on the job. He sat there and was like, he's like, do you need somebody to represent y'all, or are you comfortable representing y'all? And he's doing this with a straight face, and the steward's like, no, I think we can take it. I think we can handle it. And he's like, well, and he told the same story to us about how some big wig up in the plant had saw the video and that we all need to pack our stuff. And one of the other guys involved, he was like, fuck. And like, you could see his face just fall and his heart like damn near beating out of his chest. He was just like, fuck.
And then he pulled out his 9mm out of his boot.
No.
And murdered everyone. No,
he was on his way to go get his shit whenever the boss said, but before y'all leave, I want y'all to go and finish y'all's work. Bye. And he just walks away. And they were like, you fucker! Over here just all laughing and pissed off at the same time. Just like, what the hell just happened? And it was just hilarious watching their faces just watching their faces fall as he said, y'all gotta go. And the dude was just like, and you could see him mouth the word fuck, because he was like, oh my god, what's gonna happen? And then it was like, oh, you're just fucking with us, damn it. And he laughed his way all the way back to where he was working.
All right, Irish Swede, your time has come.
So I have two.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
So
this kind of comes with the territory of what I do for a living, though, a little bit. But I get to clash with management basically on a constant basis because I'm
real quick, Sweet. If I feel like you're incriminating yourself, I'm going to mute you and yell at you.
So I worked for a financial institution that hired me for a very specific purpose and for a knowledge set that I contain. And when they had asked me to basically write the proposal of how they were going to get in said business in the sector of business that they were going to get into, let's just say this was during the oil boom and North Dakota was, on fire for, the amount of oil that they were producing. I basically wrote them a letter saying, you guys are crazy. There's no way that we should ever lend money to this area. Like we don't have the infrastructure. We don't have even with me sitting here, like you need lenders that actually know what they're doing. You need all these things. And I wrote them a white paper basically saying, please don't do this. Number one. Number two, they came back and said, please, write us something that'll justify what we're going to lend money on, which was barges to send oil down the Missouri River. And it basically came to the conclusion that if you lend money to these, you're going to own barges, and banks don't loan to own. That's not their business model. It's a very bad business model if you do it. And I wrote, babe, my conclusion did not match what they told me to. So I'm sitting in the chief credit officer's office one day near the top floor, literally telling him word for word that he's fucking crazy, that if they hired me for this, why aren't they fucking listening to me? And that if they do this, be prepared to basically lose a fuck ton of money, and this XY, the family name, whatever, will be pissed at you, blah, 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 down the line.
And you try to speak in their terms, and they didn't.
About 2 days later, I was escorted from the building after that meeting. Found out from a friend that still works there that about 9 months later, they lent money and they owned the barges because it went bankrupt for the exact reason that I told them it was going to. And so I sent them a postcard saying, I told you so.
Well, yeah, and it sounds to me. It sounds to me, and I'm a person. I've done a lot of activism in the Dakotas when it comes to pipelines. It sounds to me like you approached them with their talk and their lingo, and you try to show them how this was not going to be profitable, and they still didn't listen. Just like they didn't listen to us, the activists, and we've got to stop draining this world. Seriously, like we've got to stop draining this world. We have to put an end to this, and I just hope that one day the rest of society will catch up with the activists on the ground, really fighting these pipelines and this oil and what's going on, because too many people just don't understand the damage that's being done to the ecosystems, to the planet, and it's out of control. And with 4 years of Trump deregulating everything in this country, which is supposed to be the leader, I don't know if we can repair that damage. And I've, just as an activist, to hear that story, like you approached them on their terms, you did everything right, and they still didn't listen to you. It just shows just what the struggle really is. I think
the struggle for me was this is a privately owned institution, very large institution. In fact, it's the largest largest privately owned financial institution in the country of this nature. And when family name XYZ sends down an order of this is what we want to do, I don't think anyone from the top 3 floors of the tallest building down in Omaha knows how to look up and go, no, we shouldn't do that. It's always, this is what they want to do. How do we make it work? And
it's the old world. It's the old money. These oil companies, it's the past, but they have institution. They have power.
This is just a financial institution that.
But I mean, oil owns all of it, though. Like we saw it in Standing Rock. Like when we stood against the oil companies at Dakota Access Pipeline, we saw the government come against us, and not just the government, but just the propaganda from all the little minor institutions that they run. Like these people have their fingers in everything. Everything.
But, I mean, one of the problems that people are facing, though, is that 99% of what we do every day relies on oil.
It doesn't have to, though. It doesn't have to. I disagree with that highly.
Good luck with that.
We have technologies. We have clean energy. We have
energy has nothing to do with it.
Yeah, but sweet Irish wouldn't be here if we didn't have oil.
Yeah, my life depends upon a product that is oil-based.
Plastic is oil-based.
There's a valve in my
everything
heart
is
right
oil-based.
Yep.
That requires oil to be drilled.
Yeah, we can get away from that. We truly can.
No, there's no getting away from it. And the reason is that the pure fact that if you used a plant base of anything, my body would reject it. It has to be a synthetic basically it can be carbon, but it can't come from a plant base. It has to come from petroleum. And the Dacon graft that holds my aorta together is essential. Now there's so much medicine, there's so much other things that depend upon petroleum. In fact, natural gas is the reason that we're able to grow food.
If you're talking about drilling minute amounts of oil so you can live, that's one thing. When you're talking about pipelines through natural rivers, through natural water sources, through pure water sources, that's quite another. Oil is a huge problem on this planet, and we do have the technology to get away from it. It's just the power doesn't want us to.
But the thing is he just said that the things that help control him or help keep him alive are
sure. And I just said, if you want to drill for minute amounts of oil to do those things, sure. But we have concrete now that doesn't have to depend on oil. Like, we can get so far away from drilling oil from our planet, and we just refuse to because of this old ass thinking, right? Like no, our planet is more important than our bottom lines. I'm sorry. And we can drill at minute levels without destroying the planet. We can. And we can save our ecosystems. We can. We just choose not to.
I'd like to see figure out a way that we could get ammonia without natural gas then, because the vast majority of
you're talking about minute things. I'm talking about fuel. No. I'm talking about energy here. I'm talking about drilling the resources out of our planet.
Fuel isn't even 50% of the total use of petroleum.
We use fossil fuels for everything.
Yeah. And fuel is not 50%.
We have to get away from it. We have to, or we won't have a planet left. It's as simple as that. All the science dictates that. All of it.
We've I mean,
don't talk to me. Go talk to Mama Atheist. She'll tell you a lot more than I will.
And she and I have already had this discussion, and we came to an agreement that we painted ourselves into a corner.
I'm sure you did. I'm sure you did.
Because the amount of medicine and everything else that you use for oil.
Because people don't want to think in terms of what change means.
Rage.
What healing means. I'm sorry, but they don't.
But Rage, that's not.
I don't care about the fucking bottom lines here. I don't. I care about the planet.
No one's talking about bottom lines. None of the 8 people in here are talking about bottom lines. We're talking about uses to feed, medicine, sterilization.
So let's open it wide open. Let's just open the floodgates.
No one's saying that either.
I am getting resistance here.
Because he's trying to say that.
Because you're trying to financial. It's not financial. Yeah. It's our way of life is based on petroleum, is what we're trying to say. If we have to change the way of our life, that'll never fucking happen because people don't like change.
Exactly.
Not only that, but the thing is,
exactly that's my point.
In some of these things, it's like
we don't like change, so we will die.
But some of this stuff, so you can't.
Some of this stuff, I depend on my life depends upon it.
Yeah,
your life right now.
To be completely honest, I think you guys are a bit talking past each other. I think you guys are making 2 valid points, but 2 separate points.
And I'm making the point that we're all going to fucking die anyway. Nobody gets out of here alive.
Thank you, X.
Not necessarily. Look at the science. They're trying to defeat death.
And,
okay, that brings up the fucking transporter problem then. Like, if you put me into a computer, is that really me or is that just an engram of me?
Yes.
I don't know. Or a cyborg, all of that shit. It's interesting and fun to talk about.
Fuck it, let's drink.
Yeah. I don't have any booze, goddammit.
I'm an old school environmental activist. I apologize for nothing.
Well,
okay, Trump.
I get why people. It's not the actual burning of oil that's the bigger problem. It's the burning of it. So,
I agree. If we can find safe ways to use oil, I'm down for it. But at the same time, we can't deplete our planet. We just can't. I'm a Native American. I walk the red road, and
you guys
I try to as best as I can. And you don't take more than the earth can provide. We should have listened to the natives. I'm sorry. This is my philosophy, and it's everything I stand for.
Did you guys see that Biden was trying to pass a rule that we have to have electric cars as fleet vehicles for the U.S. government finally?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they're going to get rid of like 347 like million cars that the government uses is going to be replaced by electric cars made in America. So
it's about time.
What's the transition time on that? 5-10 years?
I don't know. Nothing's good enough for anybody anymore. They say that we're going to bring up minimum wage, and everybody's like, "I need it now." It's like, fuck, give them a year or two.
Do y'all remember those hydrogen fuel cells GW was talking about way back in the day that was supposed to change everything?
Bad idea. Bad idea.
We need a mine on the moon for that. There's not enough hydrogen 3 on the planet for it.
Why don't we get started with that? I mean, I'm ready to become a fucking belter and live out in the.
You have to have a mine on the moon for it to get enough hydrogen 3.
Let me tell you something.
To have a significant impact.
I've watched a lot of the documentary called Cowboy Bebop.
Oh yeah.
I'm completely ready to be from Mars. I could uproot totally transport.
What are you talking about? We all came from Mars. Oh wait,
I think
what am I talking about?
One major problem that the world faces, and this is talking as a socialist, is that so much of our brain power is taken up in the finance industry that it's not being used in other ways that should be making the world a better place. Like there are engineers from MIT who work on Wall Street purely because the money's good.
I would agree with that, but not just the finance industry, industrial military as well. We spend too much money on things that we could take away from and do better things with. I totally agree with that.
But one thing I'll add is the finance industry adds zero value to the world. Like it's not manufacturing anything. It's just, and as a member of the industry, it's like I'm shooting myself in the foot here. But
you're in the finance industry. Like if there was a finance industry that was like fair for everybody, poor, middle class, and rich, would that be a different thing than what we have now? I don't know how it would even work, but just like some kind of financial system that recognizes everybody.
No currency.
No currency? Yeah.
Because it doesn't mean anything anyway. It's fucking fiat money. It doesn't have any value. It has absolutely fuck all to do with like actual real life stuff.
I love what was that game? The nuclear game where you use bottle caps as currency.
Fallout.
Yeah, Fallout. Yeah, I mean that's perfect. It could be fucking bottle caps. Like we place value in these things.
Black jelly beans. I'd be a tycoon, motherfuckers.
Oh my God. I'd be a pauper on the streets, rattling my tin cup across the curb, begging for beans.
But I mean, you think about the amount of work, the amount of jobs bullshit jobs that we have in this world that are, say, all the finance jobs, all the other things that we could spread that work around to other people. And most people would only work 20 hours a week. And they would have the rest of the time to play video games or make a startup or
yeah, but who would make those video games, Swede? I mean, who would distribute those video games to the people?
No, I hate you, Alex. I hate you because I used to be one of you.
I totally I actually agree with that. Like I love work, but at the same time, we should be promoting free time and independence. And we live in a different world than like even the world I was born into.
Like my favorite example.
Hold on, sweet. I've been holding on. So Enrage made a really good point. So you say you love work. I love to work. I really do.
I
love finishing projects.
Yeah.
I don't like making other people money at a place that I give two fucks about.
I take pride in everything I do, man. Even when it's I know the fucking slave master is making bank and I'm barely getting food.
Right. So I think there's something very cathartic with starting a project, especially of your own creation, starting a project, working your ass off, figuring out all the fucking pitfalls that have come along the way, and then completing the project and being proud of your work. I think that's very useful for us as humans to like it's very validating to see something that you thought in your head in front of you and like, ha, I did that shit. Like, I love that. But at the same time, I hate working 40 plus hours a week at a place that I can't fucking stand because I'm the only person with like fucking 4.5 brain cells to rub together to figure out that, hey, don't hit people.
No, I agree. I still love I love working 40 to 60 hours a week because it's how I was raised, but I live it with a part of me screaming that this isn't how it should be.
Shit, that indoctrination.
Well, imagine hours.
It's so hard to explain, but like it's like a love-hate relationship.
Open up that pineal gland, brother.
It needs a song. And I'm proud to be an American.
But that's indoctrination.
Work 60-hour weeks.
But that's indoctrination.
I worked 80-hour weeks for a really long time.
But that's no different than religion. That's no different than a religion where we get indoctrinated into believing that something is true because everyone before us told us that this is the case, and you're not a good person unless you do these things.
I agree.
And you are a very intelligent dude. You know that does not prove your worth. That just proves that you have stamina, and stamina is not the same thing as worth.
I 100% agree. I think we should have a society based on, you want to do this, then do it, right? Like, not like you want to do this. Yeah, go do that after you work at McDonald's for 20 years, right? Like that's we should have a society promoting and encouraging people to follow their interests, but we don't. You got to learn math. Well, I'm not good at math. What if I don't pass math? Well, then, you're a screw up. Or, I had football, but then what if I hurt my ankle and I don't have football anymore to rely on to get those passing grades? Well, then I got to do it on my own. I mean, this American system is just screwed from the inside out. And that's just the perspective of a person that was raised as a white dude. Once I found my Native American heritage and I started talking to my Native Americans, I realized, I don't got it bad at all.
But Rach, do you really think that for every person out there, there's one occupation that they can be successful at?
Sure, I do.
Others, or do you think it's a grade? Like there's one that you're going to be. Maybe you're going to be great at football, but some of those football players go on to do great things with their lives after.
I think human beings are great at several things, and I think if we open up the pathways for them to really focus on what they're good at instead of just making them study what they're not, I think we'd have a different world.
Good at, not best at.
Yeah.
Good at.
Yeah.
Well, one of the problems that we're facing, and this is true, this is actually shown to be true throughout the world, especially with unfortunately with suicide rates, was that when people were no longer able to work, we had so much of our identity and worth placed into what we do for work that when they were furloughed or laid off or fired, that a lot of people just completely lost their entire identity.
It's indoctrination,
with work, and that. Look at our society. When you meet someone, how many questions is it in till you ask, "What do you do for a living?" Not what makes you happy. Not
2, 3, maybe.
These are all indoctrinations, and they're indoctrinations in America, at least, that are produced by the Red Scare, and you can't emphasize how important that was. Like I was born in 1977. If you grew up in my era, you grew up in the threat of nuclear holocaust at any moment.
Yeah, I was born.
What was it, the day after, the morning after? Was it the morning after the TV thing that they had where the American city got nuked and it scared the shit out of everybody?
Yeah. The Orson what was his name? The fucking Orson Welles. The reading on the radio where everybody freaked out. They thought it was real.
That's a misnomer. Not very many people freaked out.
Yeah, there was like maybe a couple of cities that kind of.
Yeah, there was a couple cities that freaked out. People freaked out over that shit. But it's just, I mean.
But
I don't know. When you're talking about society, I think that if you're focusing on what you're good at and you're interested in learning what you want to learn, sure, like teach the basics to everybody. But I think, and especially with what I see with my daughter, they don't teach the way that we learned when I was growing up. And I just don't see an emphasis on what are you good at so much as, hey, you must learn all of these different things. And I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
But hold on. But that's. Oh, go ahead, Dave.
In most schools, you're given a teacher whose job it is to teach you English or algebra or science or whatever the subject is. It's not their job to figure out what's best for you. It's you and your parents and your counselor. And most people don't put a lot of emphasis on this. They go to school and they take the courses that are available.
Yeah,
when I was in high school, I specifically went to a school that offered an auto mechanics program because that's what I enjoyed.
Well, and I experienced a different experience. And what I see isn't a new problem at all, but a very old one.
Right.
So, like, I excelled in writing. I was this awesome writer, and all of my guidance counselors was like, "You were so great. You're so great," and life forced me out of that. Like there was no room to really go to college and express that. And even my own parents were like, yeah, that's just a pipe dream. You need to go to work, because I was raised in the lower class. There's different worlds all within the same world that we walk around in every single day. Mm-hmm. And we all live in these different social structures, and we all think that our world is the way that it is, but it isn't. And even if we have an understanding of other people's, we don't truly. It's just, if you've walked in the absolute gutters of life, then you have a completely different understanding. And I've seen great people that are the worst human beings you will ever meet in your life. And to me, they're great people because they helped me individually. But they were lacking of every resource that other people get. And I don't know. It's just the fundamental problems of this country. It's not going to be dealt with on a policy by policy basis. We're dealing with. We are at a crossroads of where we're going to go, and I don't know where that's going to be.
So I'm gonna challenge you here and now, Rage. Are you ready for this bullshit that I'm about?
I don't know. I'm like way up super late, so hit me with it.
So you've got what, like 2,500 people on your page, right?
We are closing on 3,000, and it took forever, my dude. It took forever.
So you're almost at 3K. So that's at least 3,000 people who at least know who you are, and there's probably triple that who have heard of you, right?
Yeah, I often say my reputation is bigger than my channel.
which, trust me, I understand.
I'm the opposite.
I understand that 100%. 100% I get that. So I'm going to challenge you. You have a Patreon, right?
Kind of, I guess.
Okay. So put your Patreon, make a Patreon or do whatever. Put it at $1. And then I want you to put all over Twitter for a month, once a week for a month. Write something that you like to write and say, if you pay $1 on Patreon, you can read it. And we'll see. And we'll just test it. This is just a February Black History Month test. I guarantee you, if you wrote, you could make money from it because you have enough popularity now to bolster the things that you actually want to do, so you can please stop working 87 hours a week.
Well, I
like,
don't
knock
anymore.
this shit out. Well, good.
Like we've been shut down here in Michigan for I don't know a month and a half now. I've been working 4 hours a week.
Because I think right now we're all kind of in a very unique spot. Because if you're essential, you're essential, and if you're not, then you're either furloughed or getting unemployment, whatever. This is like probably one of the greatest opportunities for creators to create. You literally have a little bit of space and some breathing room. Try it, dude. Just try it.
I have so much time now. And I
want to read the shit.
So bad at Twitter. I'm so bad at Twitter. Like, Russ will tell you, I suck at Twitter. Outcast will tell you, I suck at Twitter. I'm so bad at Twitter. Like, I just suck.
You gotta have hot takes. That's all.
Nobody is worse than Jenna at Twitter.
You just need to retweet somebody you fucking hate. You just need to find someone you hate that said something stupid. Hit that retweet button and quote tweet them and be like, "Fuck your face." That's all you need to do.
Oh yeah, David Silver finally responded to something I've said after I've retweeted him 5 million times.
And like I'm so bad. Like I get in arguments with people, and then I'm like gone for 6 days.
I hear what you're saying, but you're totally. Are you up to the challenge? Will you write something that you actually like?
I'll try it.
Like just 10 pages, nothing crazy, but just 10 pages of something that you actually like. If you write it, I will definitely put $1 in your Patreon for sure.
And trust me, if you get into the writing, 10 pages is not that much.
I mean, I love to write, but I mean, I'll try it. But so this is my issue, and I mean, several people will account for this. I didn't fight when my channel was demonetized. I didn't fight it because I hate capitalism. I hate it so much that I'm like, fuck the capitalists. I'm gonna do what I do. So, and I treated Patreon like that, and I've had a Patreon for like a year. It hasn't done nothing, but
well, it's you have all.
Are you promoting it?
No, I don't promote anything. I just grow organically. That's what I do. I talk shit. I talk shit and I grow.
That's not organic. That's lazy. Don't be lazy. You're a hard worker. Promote yourself. You're a good fucking. You have a good fucking channel. Tell people about it.
I spend too much time editing and putting out content.
During that time, you can be promoting.
Yeah, but the thing is while you're
he never takes a break.
uploading,
guys, he never takes a break at all in his editing, so he has no time to promote his own shit.
No, I'm taking a break now. That's why I'm here.
Right.
Okay, cool. Go ahead and tweet it right now. Go to twitter.com. And then you're gonna make a tweet and tweet your shit out. Fuck you talking about?
Rage. This is what you do. Is while your video is uploading onto YouTube and it's rendering and all that good shit, that's when you sit there and take that time to sit there and write out your little shit. Even if
I'm gonna try it.
Even if you can only get a page out of every single time you are rendering and shit,
Oh,
a
God.
page more than what you had last time.
Well, I mean, I do get on Twitter every once in a while, and like I said, I'll start arguments, and then I'll get off Twitter, and then people are like, "Yeah, I owned you," and I'm like, "Yeah, you did owe me," because I kind of like haven't been here for like a week. So, yeah, I'm so bad at the Twitters and promoting anything. My goal has always been as a creator, like people will hear me and they will, one, love me, or they will, two, hate me, and a lot of people hate me.
They might.
Yeah, you're right.
They might hate read it. They might hate read it.
Yeah, that's my life.
Thank you, Ian Davenport, for the super chat.
Yeah, people will sit there and spend that dollar just to sit there and post this all on Twitter to be like, look at this piece of shit right
I'm gonna
here.
try it. So, Mikey, what you got to do, because it is super late and I've been smoking like super mad weed. Just like everything that you said, DM me that shit on Twitter, and I'll make it a part of my thing.
I'll send you the link to this with a timestamp.
There you go.
Mikey's just about to do the Jay-Z. He's like, "Fuck you, pay me."
Dude, I'm so anti-capitalist now, and I don't even really know where it came from. Just outside of like, I hate work.
This is the thing, Rage, is while I also am not a big fan of capitalism, you still have to work within the system you're given, and so you sit there and make that system.
I do. Yeah, I do.
Oh yeah, don't get me wrong. I fucking hate capitalism, but goddamn it, I love money. You know.
Yeah.
I slave, man. I slave. I do my thing. But like this shutdown has killed me, dude. I have so much time on my hands. It's insane.
Have so much time and you don't have time to write.
No, like what I've been doing is streaming like nonstop and talking to Christians and insane people.
Yeah, but
So everybody watching right now, I want to make a hashtag popular. Hashtag make rage right. So if you guys want to get that popping,
WRITE.
Yeah,
yes,
dude. Like I gave up on writing, man. Like it's like a failed dream of mine. You know, like
Bring it back.
like some people made it. I'm just one of those that didn't.
Make rage right again.
You were stifled. Bring it back.
Yeah, I was on drugs.
Make rage right again.
Maybe one of these days. I enjoy talking shit to Christians, man. Like, I just put out a video where I got into the mind of my enemy and I saw his humanity, and it made me feel superior. Is that normal?
This right, meow. Everybody, get on Twitter. Stay on his ass.
Make rage right again.
Hey, there's a couple more things in there, Mikey, if you want to highlight those.
Girlfriend.
Okay, guys,
Hey, how's it going? I got this nice black background now. You can't.
What
really
is up,
see it.
Jen?
Genesis is in the void right now.
I thought you were inside your own heart.
I put up this black curtain, so now I'm finally in like the goth vampire cave.
No,
Your element.
Genesis, this is what you do is whenever you stream, you say Genesis live from the void.
I have a whole plan actually. I'm not just gonna be in the void. I'm gonna have a purple light shining on me. I'm gonna finally live out my dreams.
That's hot. I like it.
Yeah.
That's hot.
At that time.
I want a purple light shining
It's
on
not my fault you were late, Genesis.
I don't have a ray of sunshine. I just woke up.
Well, Jenna says they want a purple light. Well, with your millionaire salary, you can definitely go ahead and get that.
I'm fucking broke. I lost my job a while ago. Haven't you been?
Not Genesis, Jenna.
Oh,
What?
Jenna.
Yeah, Jenna. I said with your millionaire salary, you can afford that purple light you want.
Oh, for sure.
Streaming from your McMansion.
Yeah.
If you were on Twitter, I'm sure somebody would have sent you one by now.
Oh yeah.
Oh, wait.
You could have followed me on.
I expect this kind of conduct from QG, but not.
Jenna, if you were on Twitter, you can follow me. I sat there and followed you on Facebook, and yet you're not going to get on Twitter to follow me.
Russ, we've been over this.
She's just not that.
Jenna, if you want a purple light bulb, Jenna, if you want a purple light bulb, I can send you one. You just have to follow me on Twitter. I have two purple light bulbs.
Jenna, that means you gotta make a Twitter.
Anyways, guys, I think Neil is trying to end the show, right, Neil?
You guys didn't get your.
Nope, Neil was not doing that.
I think we all got free purple light bulbs when we logged into Twitter. I got mine in the mail. You guys got?
I got mine.
Right? Yeah, everybody got a purple light. Everybody got a purple light bulb.
It doesn't have a bigger bottom to it, so my butt ate it.
But you know, Jenna, if you got on Twitter, you'd get your purple light bulb.
Mine showed up broken.
I hate all of you.
Mine had no filament, so I plugged in and then nothing happened.
Yeah.
Mine, they just sent the box, and I opened it up, and I was like, "Oh, just the box. Okay, got it."
They sent you a picture of the box.
Oh. Yeah, pretty much. They said, "Here's your purple light," and I'm like, "What the fuck is this, guys?"
Wait, did I post a stream that wasn't? Hold on, I just read side chat. Did I post a stream that wasn't a stream? What the fuck?
What are you talking about?
What?
I think Aunt Jared just said I posted a stream that wasn't a stream. I was fucking around with my stream yard because I was trying to measure out shit.
No one knows what you're talking about. You've confused everyone.
Oh no, I see
Move
what
up, Mikey.
I see what Aunt Jer had sat there and said in the chat at Genesis. What was that stream you posted the other day? That wasn't really a stream.
I don't see anything on my channel. Like I have come hang out where I like hung out with some people.
Ooh.
But that's about it.
I don't know.
So who's going to put the final nail in this coffin then?
Google Eats here with Miss Mayu. Your purple light bulb has shipped. We have sent you a message on Twitter asking where it can be delivered.
That is excellent. That is excellent.
I just became a patron to Tons of Mice.
Hey, everybody go do that. Tons of Mice deserves all the patron support because Tons of Mice is the best. The best chatter ever.
I love Tons of Mice.
God damn it.
Side chat hero.
Mm-hmm.
Side chat.
I was just thinking the same thing.
No.
Oh, Tons of Mice, you now have a theme song.
What? Oh,
I love Foreigner. So
fuck yeah.
every theme
You
song.
was a side chat hero. No.
I was thinking Cold as Ice with Tons of Mice.
Ooh, you are tons of mice.
There you go.
Willing to sacrifice, I know.
Your points. Which Tons of Mice has done in the past is sacrifice all their points for other people who weren't getting points, and they were bitching about it.
Yeah.
To me.
There we go. There we go.
My fault. They weren't funny.
You are tons of mice.
I need to get a super cut together. That is excellent.
Somebody clipped that, right?
I'm sure they did.
Somebody's out there clipping everything.
And someday you'll pay the price. I know.
Oh yes, I know.
Oh yes.
Hi,
all right. Yeah. That's it. I got to go to bed, guys.
Hey, Neil.
Yo, after party coming up on my show.
Wait, you owe us 20 minutes for earlier.
Yeah.
I have been quiet and letting everyone go to town.
You have been, yes.
Yeah, I've got to go to bed too, Neil. And real quick, I want to plug what is coming up. I kind of plugged it earlier, and I didn't want to.
That's what he does. He goes around.
I didn't want to upstage the guest of the hour, but I do have my third face-to-face with Matt Powell coming up.
Rach, that part's coming up next. He's going to introduce us one by one.
I'm leaving like right now because it's 1:00 in the morning, and I should have been in bed an hour ago. I just want to say I have my third face-to-face with Matt Powell coming up, and I'm going to be walking into an NIFB church and debating him on Noah's flood, and it's going to be the end of my Matt Powell saga. So,
bruh, you've said that 3 times. Quit talking to this guy.
No. This is the end. It is the end. I told him it was the end, and it is the end. And it's going to be a debate. Not me talking about the bullshit.
So he can't take you out of context.
Well, yeah. I've got like 15 cameras now, so I've got people that are coming with me this time. And I will be walking into the Lion's Den, and I will be doing this debate. And anybody that wants to help me prepare for this Noah's flood debate, I am fully prepared to debate this, but I am welcoming everybody to help me prepare. I'm going to walk into this thing and I'm going to obliterate this man. So saying that, I have to go to sleep. So thank you, Neil, and thank you everybody for hanging out. And this was a lot of fun. So I enjoyed it. Thank you so much.
Rage, before you leave, I would definitely talk to Steve.
Oh yeah,
Twitter. He's a geologist.
And people that, if I argue with you, if we don't like each other right now, I don't care about any of that. All I care about is walking into this debate and destroying this man. That's all I care about. So if you are going to help me do that, then I don't care what our beef is. We'll put it aside for now and help me do this. Let's prep. And I'm going to walk into this NIFB church and I'm going to obliterate all of them. That is my goal. So thank you. And y'all have a great night. I am out and going to bed.
The end of Matt Powell as we know it.
Y'all have a good night.
Cheers.
All right, he's gone. Let's talk about him.
Oh my God.
Why's he got to subtweet me like that? Fuck.
All right, so yeah, let's do the little rounds thing where we go around. Your
Of course,
timing is
Randolph
horrible.
comes in. Randolph always comes in right at the end of these. I love it.
Hey guys, what'd I miss?
That's a great question.
Start over. I'm here now.
The
Is it
entire
now
show.
that he doesn't do his shady work on camera anymore and he waits for his office?
Too much heat.
I thought you could handle more than 10 on streams now.
I can have 12, but 2 of them are in waiting because I can only have 10 during the stream.
Oh, it lets you have
They
more
didn't-
in waiting.
They didn't say that though. That was kind of shady of them.
That is
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cancel that shit. Go back to drop a tier, bastards.
Yeah, I'm not really seeing anything else that's upgraded.
The only thing that was upgraded was that we were in 1080p and that you got 8 hours instead of 4 hours of recording, but you don't record, you go live. So it's all smoke and mirrors. But
Which
here
means
we
that
are.
you can record for your Patreon.
You can record for the Patreon. Nerd.
So you paid more money and basically you got 2 waiting rooms. Chairs.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You got 2 chairs in the waiting room.
Couple of parking spots.
For double the fucking price. That's fucking
No
shady of
drinks.
them.
Oh no, I can stream to more locations.
But you only did one anyway.
I'm going to steal a chapter from Swede's book. I told you so.
No, you have to send it in a postcard.
I linked it in the chat last time, and I said, no, it's limited to 10. It says so right on their page, and I linked the page.
I didn't even get to the best part of that story, which is what message I got back through the grapevine of what that postcard did.
Oh, what it is.
Anyway,
Apparently, it sent him into such a flying rage that a few other people got caught in the crossfire.
Oh,
to the point where there's a whole bunch of people that will no longer do business with said financial institution anymore. And some of them were 20, 30, 40 million plus loan people who hold their business.
damn.
It was great. It was like, I may not work there anymore and the pay was good, but fuck you. Fuck you.
All right, Sweet. Since I already got you on screen, you're first up. Tell people who they are, where they can find you, and how they give you the monies.
Hi, my name is Irish Swede. Tomorrow I will be considering my oldest son as he goes into surgery. He's having his tonsils removed, which is routine, but nothing's routine.
Right.
And so yeah, I don't know, thoughts, good vibes, whatever. But that he'll be done by I don't know, like 10 or 12 o'clock, 10, 11 o'clock, somewhere in there. And then I'm also will be digging out from the 18 inches of snow we got yesterday. So
Hey,
Gross. Gross.
Congratulations from Canada on that snow.
But there's a rumor that I'll be on the nonprofits next week to talk about February, which is Marfan's Awareness. And then also I will be having another video coming out talking about Janet Yellen, our first female Secretary of the Treasury, who did an amazing academic paper with her husband, George Akerlof, who is a Nobel winner as well.
Janet Yellen.
Janet Yellen did an amazing paper called the Fair Wage Hypothesis, which we're going to have as the Treasury Secretary, someone who basically denoted that everyone has in their mind what a fair wage is. and their productivity output is directly tied to where they are versus where they think a fair wage is. So she will be promoting wage increases and minimum wage increases and more of a line of thinking of, instead of saying the janitor shouldn't be making much as me, it should be more, why am I not making enough?
Yeah.
All right.
Completely different philosophy of thinking on that. There's a lot of work to do on this because that paper is very in depth on how people come up with what they believe is a fair wage. It's an interesting exercise in human psychology and human behavior. So, Quiet, you would probably like to read that, but it's it's nice to have a Treasury Secretary that actually views humans as humans and what they should be paid.
Yeah,
and
unusual.
And Irish Swede's channel link is in the description, so please give him a sub. He's at 51. There's 30 people watching. He should be at 80 by the time this is over. Nerds.
Do it.
Jenna, you do it.
Okay.
Hello.
First and foremost, can you hear me breathe?
Not now.
Okay, good. Sorry. New headphones. Hi, everyone.
Now I can.
God damn it. Check me out. All right. Yes.
I
So.
wasn't joking.
Are those new glasses?
Not these. No.
Where's the
The
new
ones
one?
the other night were the new ones.
They're somewhere over there. Stop distracting me. I'm trying to finish this because Neil has to go to bed. Okay.
What kind of headset is that?
White.
Where'd you get that hoodie?
Is that the Star Trek hoodie with the stripes on the sleeves?
Neil, this is not my fault.
No, it's not.
It's okay. It's okay. I know where they all live.
Oh no! Oh no, Neil, you don't know where I live anymore because that's
He's gonna kill me
no longer
first.
relevant.
Let her speak, guys. Come on, let
You're
her
not
speak.
supposed to do unessential travel.
Yeah, Neil. Murder is unessential.
Every Thursday evening at 6:30 Pacific time, I have my show, If We Are Sober, with my best friend Justin. Next week, we have our special guest, Irish Swede, on If Was, not nonprofits. I'm sorry, not a, but it's going to be on If Was because we're going to talk about Marfan's Awareness Month. Excuse me, I'll try to speak fast. Marfan's Awareness Month and some economics because I don't know much about economics, and apparently he does. So it's a fun show. Yes, I am one of the hosts of the nonprofits, and I haven't been recording all of January because my stupid nurse shift has changed. But I'll be starting to record next week, finally, again. And we're going to have Sir Michael Famine on an episode of the nonprofits on a recording for next week.
All
so
right.
you'll be able to see him on an episode, not this Sunday, but next Sunday. So look forward to that. And of course, Neil is, of course, a nonprofit as well. And I actually will be on an episode of Secular Sexuality, February 18th. So that's new too. And you can find me at mine and Justin's YouTube channel on youtube.com/International Free Thinkers. And you can find me on Facebook, facebook.com/Black Female Atheist.
Yay.
And where on Twitter?
Oh.
And nowhere on
No.
Twitter.
All right. How's it going? My name's Genesis Undead. I'm coming in from the void. You can find me on Twitter at Genesis Undead. If you go to my YouTube channel, Genesis Undead, I will be doing an after party. If anyone here is interested in doing an after party. And I'm a part of Nat One Heroes. So if you like Mikey Famine, if you like Jonathan Dishonest Ape, if you like Aisla, if you like Ansgar and David, we are all doing this thing. It's an audio drama D&D campaign, and we
95% of the guys are feet scrolling.
what?
What is happening? Keep going.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty much all the places you can find me. You can find me on Twitch at Genesis Undead. I'm not doing anything with my Twitch right now because I haven't figured out how to use it yet. That's pretty much it.
All right. Next up, Russ.
Yes, my name is Jenna Mayu, and I am
Mr. John Deere.
When did I grow a beard?
It's just recent. It is just a recent thing.
God,
But
What Jenna would look like as a dwarf.
I'll have you know, sir, we prefer little people. Thank you.
No, I was thinking Gimli.
literal dwarf. Dwarven
Gimli.
women have beards.
Yeah,
Oh.
Gimli style. The girls do have beards.
Yeah, like Tolkien dwarf.
Oh, okay. Okay. Anyways, so no, I am Russ, frustrated atheist. You can find me on Twitter at FRUSTD_atheist because frustrated atheist is apparently too long for Twitter to handle.
That's frustrating.
Yeah, that is very frustrating. You can find me on YouTube at frustrated atheist. I'm not on any shows because everyone said fuck Russ, and that's
correct
for the best. That's probably for the best. Tomorrow I'll be going on hopefully a rescue mission pretty soon. Here close by, a friend had come from somewhere like Oregon area or up there, and they've come down here to rescue their girlfriend. And so I'm going to help out because I have a truck and that can be useful. And maybe I'll record that. I don't think I will though because it's such a
bad idea.
Thing. Yeah.
Record it.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. I'm not going to do that. But anyways, I'm working on a couple of things that I need to get off my ass and actually do. And you can find me on Patreon as well at Frustrated Atheist. So you can find that if you want to do that. It'll help motivate me to do shit. But other than that, no, not much going on over here.
Woo, Jim Beard.
Hey.
Next up is Simply Secular Dave.
I was just about to say I'm Simply Secular Dave, but Mikey handled that for me.
Simply Secular. No.
I am in the process of relaunching Atheist Prime Time. Plan A fell on its face because the person who was doing some stuff for me is working on Plan B, B&a-half. We'll get there. Outside of that, I actually got some work. I told you guys a while ago that I got eliminated from my position, but I've been getting some work down at the dock yesterday, moving some 80,000-pound pipes off of a ship onto a barge, which was pretty freaking cool.
God, you're very strong.
Yeah. They had to bring in.
One-handed?
He only moves one at a time.
Use both hands.
That's right. And only when it's not windy. You can find me on Twitter at Dave Secular. And you can find me here anytime Neil lets me in. Thank you very much, Neil, for having me on. It's been a blast.
That looks like Jenna's sign language from earlier.
Morty.
X, it's your turn.
Well, I know. I'm just waiting for the actual X part of it. Okay, there. Hi. I don't have any shows or podcasts or anything. I'm just a guy that's on the live stream right now. Come check me out on the Outcast X channel. I do have a new chick tract coming out tomorrow. It's about 24 minutes long because, my God, it was terrible. And the Utah Outcast has now gone to being a weekly podcast on YouTube as well as on the audio version, if you guys wanted to go check that out, because I got really tired of publishing 6 or 7 clips a week. Just fucking done. I'm done. I'm just going to put out one video a week. Eat it. So,
take your gruel and like it.
You'll take it and you'll enjoy it because you take your 2 hours of free entertainment. God damn it.
Yeah.
And also find me on the nonprofits as well.
Yeah, you were on the last Sunday show.
It was fun.
I was in the chat.
All y'all suck.
Haters gonna hate. And next up, the Quiet Gorilla.
QG.
Gorilla.
Yeah, so I'm the Quiet Gorilla, or Quiet Gorilla pretty much anywhere there is the internet, Twitter and Twitch and YouTube. And I don't put out a lot of content, although apparently if I put some out, someone might get Twitter. So it's on.
Ha ha.
But I'm out there watching all of you and taking notes. And tons of mice and I are now on to chapter 25. So
no, we're working together.
Oh no,
we're in trouble.
Gorillas and mice have teamed up.
He's gonna psychoanalyze all of us.
No, I'm gonna write a book.
It's a gorilla with like a tons of mice exoskeleton.
Gorilla and the mouse.
Yeah, unstoppable duo.
I hope it's not tons of gorillas.
Just one ton of gorillas.
I was about to say it'd be less. It'd be 2 gorillas.
Those would be a metric ton, right?
It'd still be 2. They're very heavy.
Well,
dense
bigger ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dense creatures, them.
So yeah,
that's a long title for a book. A metric ton of gorillas.
2.5 gorillas.
2.5 gorillas. Yeah.
Well, right now it's Neelianology.
Oh my goodness! What?
Right. Yes, it is.
Don't worry about it, Neil. Just let it happen.
Yeah, just roll with it, man.
We're live.
Just suck it up.
It's happening.
It'll be gentle.
It's happening to you as we speak. We're doing it right now.
Just let it happen. Just let it happen.
Carry on.
Yeah. Well, I'm also watching the side chat too. Tons of mice, and yeah, we're vibrating on that same wavelength. Tons.
Ooh.
Yoga vibrating. Look out.
You're controlling your app, huh?
2.5 vibrating gorillas.
Oh, Jesus.
Wait, what?
That's scratching somebody's itch.
When did it turn that corner?
I'm not steering. Who's steering?
Please, somebody Google that and post the link.
No, don't do it. Don't do it. You're gonna end up on a government list.
No, you're gonna end up on Bad Dragon.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh my God. Next.
Yeah, so,
the very next day.
Okay, who's next?
Got it.
Hello.
Welcome to my stream.
Drink on your own time, dang it, Randolph.
Canadian runoff river ice. Yummy.
Yeah, it is a little bit icy cold. It's quite nice. And Calgary's the province over, but the shirt is very comfortable.
It's the city in the province over.
City in the province over.
Yeah, it comes from the next province, Alberta. But
Texas.
My grandmother used to live there until she passed away. So, find out more about Canadian Atheists at www.canadianatheists.ca. Most important is we will have the True North Talk program coming up in the future. Neil and I will be co-hosting, and that's at truenorthtalk.ca. You can find the YouTube channel link there and other information.
I'm so going to call it.
Thank you.
All right. I think it's my turn.
Yes, it is.
That was everybody. All right.
Where's your drink?
It's been here all along. It's been here all along, Randolph.
Sir
Michael the Famine.
That is me. I want to take 1 second to name these 15 people. Jenna, Bicycle Legs, Shartan, Atheist Edge, The Quiet Gorilla, Phyllis, Tons of Mice, Susan, Irish Swede, Catherine, Scott, Santi the Sane, Justin, Utah Outcast, and Robert X. Thank you guys for being patron supporters, because I can speak English now. Patreon supporters.
Nice save.
And you guys have all been Patreon supporters for quite some time. There's a couple of new people, but most people have been there for quite some time. Thank you for your continued support. You guys are supporting independent media, stuff that shouldn't necessarily pop up in the algorithm and shouldn't get any kind of monetized support. And although it's not the sole reason that Neil is doing all this, it helps. And that helps get cool stuff made, like merch, which is what we're working on. So if you have any cool merch ideas, please, if you're a patron, send us a message on Patreon and let us know what you want for a shirt. We have some ideas, and I think they're all absolute bangers, and they crack me up every time I think about them.
Put that down.
Is one of them coins?
Yeah, coins is involved, beards are involved, bandanas are involved, lots of things are involved that are critical to the brand of the show. You can catch me on Thursdays at 2 p.m. Central for the Bin podcast, which is me and my 4 friends from around the world, and we talk about the last week's current world events, politics, religion, whatever. And we also get really drunk and make fun of each other. And also, I went to a little small note. I didn't get to say it during the show. I'm getting my vaccine on the 2nd.
Woo!
Yeah, nice.
Hey, good for you.
So I will be, in case anything unforeseen happens, I will be giving all the passwords to my fiance. So if anything needs to carry on in my YouTube world, we'll be fine. But I think I'll be just fine. Yeah, that's all for me. Oh, I'm also on Dig on America, the podcast. That's Wednesday nights at 9:30. And I'm also one of the player characters on Nat 1 Heroes, which will be coming out on Sundays. It's a very cool D&D adventure with some of your favorite people that you've never heard of. And I'm a character, and it's fucking hilarious. We just did our session zeros, which are like character building stuff, just us and the GM or DM. And it is some of the most hilarious shit I've ever heard in my life. And you guys are really going to love it. So check us out on Twitter at Nat1 Heroes. And I pass off the mic to Big Neil.
Hi. Sorry, I was just looking at some porn on my phone. No, I'm just kidding.
Weren't we all?
Yeah, that's what we're all doing right now. I see all the heads down. I see them. I can see you guys in the side chat.
I see the reflection in your glasses.
I'm trying to bookmark it.
That's the one I use too. I'm trying to online bank, Mom. Leave me alone.
I've made it into
checking the price of Bitcoin. God,
I'm checking my credit score.
I've made it into the Nealanology.
Yeah, right on. Good for you, man. Welcome.
All right, a character study.
Oh, so as I've been trying to do here, 45-minute warning and all. Got to bring this to an end because I got to get some sleep because I got to get up at freaking 4 o'clock in the morning. So, as Mikey mentioned earlier, all those wonderful people you heard, which is a great idea because I hadn't done that yet. I just put thanks to all my patrons. You guys know who you are, and yeah, you guys are awesome, and I thank you for everything that you do to help out.
End of the month, I'll do it I'll try to remember towards the end of the month every month. Just shout everybody out.
Try to remember.
All right, I'll write it down.
QG, write it down.
And also, as Randolph mentioned earlier, he and I are going to be hosting the True North Talk Show. What are you doing, Mikey? Oh, there we go.
Switching folders.
Oh, that's right. It's in a different folder.
Yeah.
We'll be hosting the True North Talk call-in show. It's coming on. We haven't figured out what day we'll do it, but we're going to try and do it where you're not going to be torn between watching us and a whole bunch of other people at the same time. So we'll make it easier for you. And also at the end of every month, I do a little show called Atheist Drinking Out Loud with my good friend Andy and Seamus. Good friends, I should say, Andy and Seamus. Andy's got Laughing in Disbelief, which is the channel that this show airs on. And Seamus is from the Free Thought Prophets, which you can go check out too. I've been hanging out with those guys a couple times too. And like Jenna was saying earlier, we are both and X here as well are all now hosts of the nonprofits. So head over to that channel now and give them a sub. And we come out in between Talk Heathen and Atheist Experience around 3 p.m. Central, I think.
Yes, sir.
Somewhere around there. So watch for that. I think I was on the last one. I can't remember which one I was on.
Yeah, you were.
Yep, you were there with me.
You'll be recording
That's
next
right.
week.
Will I thought they were kicking me off for a week.
No, I'm demanding you because I'm
Awesome.
conducting the show.
We're back.
Where you
Jenna's the hero.
Fucking deals here. Screw you guys. Screw you guys.
I will sub to it whenever I become a host.
I will take my microphone and go home. Man.
Hot pocket.
I used to do it way better. Anyway, but
Now
where the hell was I?
chicken pie.
That was all of them.
Now get it.
All right. So as Mike was also saying, because he's a great producer, definitely check out the Bin podcast. I think I have a link to it below as well.
It's
Please,
so
please.
good.
Please.
Once again, thanks. She's gone from the after party, but thanks to my wonderful guest tonight, K Nevs, who you can probably check out from time to time over on the Tart channel. Those boys and Oz and everyone was here. And I did a little thanks tweet already that I put out there on Twitter. And I'll get it to just Jeff and Jenna because they're not on Twitter for some reason.
See, it's not just me.
No, it's not just you.
Hey.
No.
There's two of you.
There's about 5.5 billion people not on it.
Probably.
I'm not on Facebook if that counts.
I try to avoid Facebook.
Yeah, but that's not by choice, Randolph.
No.
That's by Facebook going, get the hell off our platform.
Yeah, because they believed a bunch of anti-vaxxers' false complaints.
We almost made it. We almost made it.
Even Randolph has been deplatformed.
Yep.
Hashtag canceled.
Yeah.
Randolph is canceled.
Thanks all you guys.
Neil needs to go to bed, guys.
Thanks all you guys for jumping in here. It's always a lot of fun having you guys around.
Thanks, Neil.
My pleasure. And thanks everyone in the side chat. The show wouldn't be the same without you guys because we get to make fun of your comments and stuff like that. That's part
Keep
of
us going.
Yeah. So thanks to everybody. And until next time, guys, like I always say at the end of these, like the late, great Carl Sagan once said, extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. We'll see you guys next time. I should probably have been
music,
right? There we go.
Oh my God.